attention, everyone. I've been trying to catch the Pontiac Bandit for 8 years. You know how many months that is?
96.
80, 46 years, months.
You're not very good at math.
Oh God. Oh my God.
Oh God. Okay,
my
no,
God.
It's in here. Oh, it's in my shirt.
I was gone for 30 seconds.
Dad!
You going out with your friends Friday night, right?
Oh, well, we didn't talk yet, but I don't need...
Yeah, I can go. Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, I could go. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah.
Vapor 95.
Hey there, it's Tony Stark, you know, the guy in the suit who can handle any situation that comes his way. Today I want to talk to you about how to be confident. Now, you might think that a guy like me who has saved the world multiple times and has billions of dollars doesn't struggle with confidence, but let me tell you, I wasn't always this self-assured. When I was younger, I was still cocky, sure, but like everyone, I was also insecure about a lot of things. I wanted to prove myself to my dad, and I always felt like I had something to prove to everyone else too. But over time, I realized that confidence isn't about proving yourself to anyone else. It's about believing in yourself and your abilities. So if you're struggling with confidence, here's what I recommend. First, identify your strengths. We all have something we're good at, something that sets us apart from others. Focus on that and use it to your advantage. Second, surround yourself with positive people. Negativity breeds negativity, so make sure the people you spend time with are uplifting and supportive. And finally, don't be afraid to take risks. The only way to truly gain confidence is by pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. Take on a new challenge or try something that scares you. It might not always work out, but the experience.
I got to get away from myself.
Yeah, that's enough of the ad. I don't know why the audio is being weird, but that's okay.
Experience alone will help you grow and become more confident. It might not always work out, but the experience.
Okay, at least the audio works normally, but
I'll be using it.
Remember,
yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Hi, stream.
I look like Bruce Banner.
Yeah, you look like Bruce Banner in The Incredible Hulk, which is what we'll be talking about today. Specifically, The Incredible Hulk. No other show.
Just The Incredible Hulk. Let me tell you the inspirations of the 2007 Incredible Hulk movie. Number one, did you know that there was an Incredible Hulk TV show?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Did you know that the term "you want to like me when I'm angry" actually doesn't come from the comic books, but the television show?
Wow.
Did you know that?
I didn't know that. Do you...
Are we live right now?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh.
Why do you think that's up?
Wait, how come the voice thing isn't showing?
What do you mean? That's not the voice, bro. That's the voice.
Oh.
Stupid idiot. Doesn't know how
Sorry,
stream works.
I don't know how stream works. I just show up and then yell at Peter for not doing his job right.
Yeah, just like my actual job. No. So hey everybody, welcome to the stream. Today we will be talking about Marvel movies. Wow. Two white guys with glasses talking about Marvel.
We've never seen this before.
But this time, this one looks like a school shooter, and I look like I'm tired.
Why are you saying that on YouTube Live? Susan's gonna get us.
It's okay.
Well, you look like nearly a skinhead, but you're just growing back your hair now.
Yeah, dude. Now I look just like you.
Nah, I look cooler.
Yeah, you're right. So yeah, we're gonna be rating all the MCU movies. Have we done this on your channel, right?
Yeah, my channel on what was known as Sinister Chief, now just Jack Hudson. Yeah, that one was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a good stream. You know what? You know what?
It wasn't a good stream. It was a video. Get your fucking facts straight,
dude. I will gut you like a fish. Talking like that again.
Also, I can't wait for this weekend because I'm dragging my girlfriend to go see the new Godzilla movie because she's like, I want to watch nothing but Christmas movies. I'm like, we're seeing Godzilla then. She's like, fine, because it's only come out this weekend, so like this is my only chance to see it. It's a Toho Godzilla, which hasn't been seen since Shin Godzilla in 2016. So big deal. Also, the new Godzilla movie, New Empire, I think it's called, the American one that is getting teased out. So
Mm.
about that.
Cool.
But yeah, fuck the giant lizard, even though he can literally defeat Superman.
Let's talk about Trolls 3. 'Cause that's what
Trolls 3.
I will probably be either seeing that movie or Songbirds and Snakes.
Oh, I saw that one. It was alright.
It was good. I heard it was like all right, like a good movie. It
That's fine.
does the job.
The bitch kept singing. Like, I don't understand.
Wow, the bitch kept singing.
I mean,
JJ
not
is
Snow White.
JJ is and will always be a misogynist.
Gang. No.
So
kidding.
JJ,
I'm a feminist.
yeah, okay,
I am,
yep, definitely.
dude. I love.
That's why you just called Oprah a bitch. Like, so we're gonna be talking about the Marvel movies. We haven't watched them all recently
No.
because fuck preparing.
This is all going off of memory, and let's face it. After a while, it's like you've pretty much seen.
I have all of the movies on my hard drive right there.
Like as a bootleg.
Yeah, you want to see?
Maybe you shouldn't admit that on stream.
That I do what everybody else does on the internet. I'm not gonna be arrested, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? They're gonna arrest you. All of them.
Why just
All
leave
in
'em?
pays.
You can't afford $7 a month. You fuck.
I mean, I do have it fucking like that. But
Okay, so that's like the emulator debate.
like
Okay,
that's
fair.
I have ways
Okay.
of watching it legit. I
That's
choose
okay.
not to.
That's fine. That's
If
fine.
I don't have access to the internet, like how am I gonna watch
Your
Spider-Man?
$3,000 PC. God
Yeah.
forbid you don't have access to the internet.
So I feel like we could, like, do you think we need this many tiers?
I don't think we need E.
Okay. Delete this.
I think F is just reserved for like.
Movies
You
we
know
haven't
what?
seen.
Ah,
Because I think there's only
we
one
gotta
thing
put like.
on here.
There's a couple
two
of them.
things.
Well, they're the last two I haven't watched, so I have.
Three things then for me. I haven't seen. We both haven't seen the Marvels.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Secret Invasion. Have you?
Yeah, no, but I've heard it was awful.
You haven't seen it,
I haven't seen it. No.
and I've never seen the Miss Marvel.
Oh, I've seen that one.
Okay, then we'll keep it here. Is there anything else on this list that you haven't seen? Technically, I've only seen the first 2 episodes of Moon Knight.
No, I've seen everything on here. Yeah.
All right, then we'll keep everything there.
All
The reason why we haven't seen these things, this movie fucking blows, and this also sucks booty holes. So
I know Secret Invasion does. I keep seeing reviews like, no, the Marvels was pretty fun and stuff. I'm like, really?
why are you lying to yourself?
That's,
Why are those people
wait,
lying
me
to
or
themselves?
the reviewers?
The reviewers.
Okay.
They're lying to themselves. I know that movie looks like ass, bro. They
It
are
does
lying to
look
themselves. All right, so let's just jump right into this.
Well, mostly
bitch.
because it's all females.
Yeah, because you're a misogynist. I know.
I'm joking.
Yep, sure.
In Minecraft,
Iron Man.
misogyny in Minecraft.
Iron Man.
Iron Man, the very first one. I would put this A.
No, you fucking wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
Dude, it's like a solid B. Because I was actually going to put it in C.
Fuck
Like,
C. No.
especially compared to
Iron Man is
everything
actually
else that
about
comes
something.
out.
No. Iron Man is actually about something.
Yeah, but dude,
Like, none of these movies, like, at a certain point mean anything at all. This actually has, like,
Fine.
war, military.
I'm not putting it in A. I'm not putting
Fine,
it in A.
I
It's
B,
not
and
that
that's
good
where
of
it's
a
going to
movie.
stay.
It's not that good. Hulk, the Incredible Hulk, that's a C. That's a C. I don't think it's D.
I would say D.
Really? Okay, I'll put it D.
Wow, that's pretty easy. The phase, I will say, all the Phase 1 movies are pretty weak for the most part.
No. There's one good Phase 1 movie.
Are you
You're
gonna
gonna
say
clown me
Avengers?
on it. No, you're gonna clown me on it when we get to
If
it.
you say Thor, I'm going to punch you in the fucking
No,
face.
we'll get to it. So
If it's Iron Man 2, I'm going to...
I think these two
Choke
movies
you out.
are. I think for when they came out, especially Iron Man,
Yeah.
does the fucking job. I think in hindsight now, obviously they are
It
below.
revitalized Robert Downey Jr.'s career because before that he was like, oh, you mean that drug addict in like the early 2000s? Yeah, fuck that guy. But now he literally got paid like a bunch of money just to be in Endgame.
He's a
And
he's a billionaire.
yeah, and fucking Disney is like, yo, Robert, you want to come back, man? They're like slowly but surely now. Just
Well, did you
like,
see Chris
don't
Evans'
wanna come
tweet
back.
about that?
Yeah, that he
Chris
was
Evans
asked.
is like
Yeah.
news to me that people are being asked to return. So
But you can trust him or not. Who knows? It's like with the Andrew Garfield and like Tobey Maguire thing. It's like, I don't know anything about the new Spider-Man movie. Who knows?
I mean, true, but still.
But they played it more coy, where it's like anything can happen. And it's like, so you're in it?
What's up, Joe?
Hey, what's up, Joe?
We're talking about
Marvel.
We're rating all the Marvel movies.
Good.
Why?
So am I.
Why are you done?
It is over.
It's Jover, but I thought you liked Loki. I thought Loki was revitalizing all of the MCU.
I feel like that was
that a lie?
That's a lot of like the new Phase 5 stuff. It's like Guardians 3, we are so back, baby. And then I forget what else came out. It's like it's over. It's all fucking over.
I finished Loki season 2. We can definitely talk about
I didn't
I know you
finish
haven't.
season 2. I know what happens at the end though.
But Incredible Hulk, I mean, it's kind of goofy. Like, it's dumb as fuck.
It's very goofy. That was very sad though that the Abomination killed that dog. That was fucked up. That's the only thing I remember from that movie.
Abomination
Had a
dog.
dog, and then they were going through his house, and then the Abomination actor just shoots the dog.
Yeah, but at least he's
Like,
in
that's fucked
She-Hulk. We're gonna get there. Iron Man 2 is a solid C. It is so much worse than Iron Man 1 in a lot of ways. No one cares about my birth. No one gives a shit about it.
No one cares about my birth.
And then Hammer is such a loser.
This is not my birth. I want my birth.
Yeah, on my birth.
I'm like, what? Who the fuck is this guy?
So
and the introduction of War Machine, which that was very cool. It's just kind of meh. Although Scarlett Johansson looks really good. She'll fucking
damn, she's all right.
Shut up. You're such a simp.
Thor. This is also kind of like
D.
C. You think it's D?
It's pretty bad.
I mean, it's all right. Okay, I'll put it in D.
It's very bad. I wouldn't say I yet. Wait. Does this mean worse?
We could do it that way if you'd like.
So this is better than Hulk.
Do you think it is?
Yes.
You think Thor is better than Hulk?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm fine with that then.
So this is about okay. Now I got it. I forgot how tier list worked for a minute.
This is where you're gonna clown me.
I mean, B is fine. I wouldn't put it above Iron Man.
I would definitely put it above Iron Man.
You just like that ending.
It's a better than
Yeah, but what about the journey?
The Journey is also really good.
I will say I like the Captain America outfit in this one. It's probably the best one.
It's very realistic.
Besides Winter Soldier one. That one.
I mean, yeah,
clean as fuck.
Granted, he uses the same fucking costume at the end of Winter Soldier. To be fair,
Yeah, that's true. But his Avengers costume,
dude, goofy as
shit,
fuck.
that thing sucks ass. I mean, I love the wings on Cap's. Whether he's wearing a helmet or costume depends on what costume it is. Like the little wing tips on top, I love those. But adapting that live action is kind of like.
I'm gonna be completely honest. Anybody who thinks Josh Whedon is an amazing director should suck a dick.
No,
he struck lightning in a bottle. With Avengers.
But so he's done some bad things on set. He's yelled at actors and stuff like that. That's as far as I know what bad he's done. Joss Whedon's like directing. It's not his fault that like Marvel decided to copy his style. That's just like, oh, this formula works. Let's just copy it. You know. So now we're all like, yo, fuck Joss Whedon, like fuck his dialogue and stuff. It's not his fault that like every other franchise afterwards is like, well, we gotta make it just like.
But
Joss
the problem is, Josh. To counter that point, he literally does Josh Whedon things in Justice League.
That is true. Yes.
So like, well, yes, I agree that like people are
it works with
copying him.
Avengers because they're supposed to be like. Avengers are supposed to be.
Speaking of, before we talk about Avengers,
yeah. Absolutely fucking not. You better bump that down to B, bitch.
You're insane.
B.
B? No.
I promise.
You're crazy.
We watched that movie and it doesn't hold up as much as
you're
like
crazy. I'll concede C. I'll concede. I'll be like, fine. Not C. S. I'll concede it. I won't do S.
Never.
You're
S.
fucking insane if you think it's below an A.
It's not A.
It was so
good.
It launched the franchise.
Where they're just like, it's like, where the fuck is your earpiece, dipshit? Like, that's such a gigantic oversight.
The earpieces, bro, I can guarantee you right now that a single person remembers these stupid fucking
There's
earpieces.
a couple great scenes, right? There's the scenes where they're all arguing with each other with the scepter, right? That's fucking awesome. That's peak. Also, Hulk chasing Black Widow, peak Hulk moment in the MCU. After that, the Hulk is ruined. It's fucking destroyed, and they don't give a fuck about
What
the
do you
Hulk
mean the
anymore.
sun's getting real
But
low?
it's just like what carries that movie. You know what it's kind of like? It's kind of like the villain kind of carries the movie where it's like, oh shit, Loki is really entertaining. But who the fuck gives a shit about the Chitauri or whatever the fuck? Like, and I know they're adapting the Ultimates comics. Like the MCU owes a lot from the Ultimate comics. Like they stole so much shit from Mark Miller and stuff. And just looking back at the dialogue and stuff, it is very like it was new in the beginning, the Joss Whedon-esque dialogue, but like you really feel it in the Avengers. It's like, holy shit, stop making a fucking pun. And like the kind of like, oh, Olsen, Agent Olsen is about to die. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about Olsen. What the fuck? Like, why are you trying to make me cry over this fucking agent? I don't give a fuck about him.
Because he brought everyone together.
Nick Fury.
He was
did
in all
that.
the movies.
Nick Fury did that though.
Yeah. But did Nick Fury die? No.
No, and he never will.
Actually, if there's one thing I'll say, the quippiness of the Avengers
fucking
works
annoying.
I think it works really
It's
well.
so fucking annoying.
Yes, it gets annoying in the rest of the movies because it's overdone and it's
It's
played
got the
out.
cool sweeping shot where all of them are in circle together. That's all fancy and stuff. Very iconic, but I promise you rewatch that movie now and you're like, not saying that it's bad. I'm not saying that it's bad. I just don't think that it's great. It started like the whole, holy shit, these universes are connecting. And that's the movie.
It came
Is
out,
that-
it was in theaters for 6 months.
Yeah, I know.
And then they
because-
got rid of it
because
and then brought
no
it
one had
back
ever
for
seen
another
anything
3
like that.
months.
No one had ever seen
That's what I'm saying though. Like, that's how good the movie is.
No, but that because the concept of holy shit, these movies are together. We've never seen that before. That's what drew people into that movie.
You know what? I guess we should really establish this question real quick between you and me.
Mhm.
What matters more, with at least in respect to the Marvel movies?
Mhm.
Them actually being movies, or the significance the movie
S
has,
tier,
or both?
S tier is a balance of those two.
Okay.
S tier is the perfect balance. This one I feel is more spectacle. If you want, fine. A for Avengers, fine. Because because as long as we agree, Age of Ultron is below.
Oh,
then fine.
absolutely.
Okay,
I will agree
all right,
to you on
so
that
fine.
one. You have no reason to believe that. I like Age of Ultron is a guilty pleasure. Like I will watch it because I think there are good scenes.
I think
But overall, it's not a good.
they
it's like a
wasted
good movie.
James Woods, right? I think voices Ultron.
Yes.
I think that's the actor's name. Like Ultron should have been like a bigger and badder building, and they blew their load way too close.
Well, it's the same thing with what's it called that I will get into when we talk.
We'll
about
get
it.
into it. When we get
But Iron Man 3.
I fucking love Iron Man 3. If you don't think it's S, that's fine, but I think it's at least A.
I'll
I
put it
love
on.
how
I think it's really good.
It's a character-driven Marvel movie, which sometimes we don't really get a lot of. It's more about this, but like this one, honestly, it doesn't have a ton of action scenes. It has a good amount, but mostly it's just focusing on Tony being knocked down to his lowest and then getting back up. Like that whole scene with the homemade Iron Man thing, where he's like in the black hoodie and he's got like
He's
homemade holster
makeshifting
blast.
everything.
Like
Yeah.
that shit is fucking sweet. Like I love that scene.
I think it's good.
And I love the Mandarin. I remember when like people were like, "It's not the comic book accurate Mandarin." I'm like, "So the fuck what?" It was a great fucking twist.
then they brought him actually back.
Yeah, it sucked ass. I hate that. It's so fucking stupid. And I hate how the guy in Iron Man 3 is like, "I've always been the Mandarin," kind of just be like, "Oh, see, he really was the Mandarin the entire time." Like,
Yeah.
no, he wasn't. Don't lie to me.
The Mandarin.
Don't lie to people. The Mandarin is an Asian man. He's not white.
And that's why he comes
Stop
back in
whitewashing
Shang-Chi.
the Mandarin, even
That's why
though
he comes back in Shang-Chi as an Asian man.
that's true. But he's still the actor persona. That's fine. I really. What do you like about Iron Man 3?
I'm gonna be honest, not a whole lot. To me, Iron Man 3 is very forgettable.
Nah, I don't see that.
I think one of the biggest things that ruins the movie. Granted, they do tease that he doesn't stop working on making Iron Man suits.
Yo,
I think the whole thing was his culmination that he's done, and then he's not.
yeah. I mean, that's in the grand scheme. Yeah. it's like with the first Avengers movie. It's like, holy shit, this was so special. But now in the grand scheme, it's like the Avengers came together. They did that in Captain America: Civil War. Like the spectacle's gone now.
I mean, otherwise, like, I think it's a good movie. I loved Elon Musk being in it. We praise Elon Musk. He's the best. I love him.
No.
No, yeah, I fucking hate Elon.
Did you hear that? Like Marvel and a bunch of other like movie outlets are no longer posting to Twitter because I guess Elon said something.
Oh, that's crazy.
Another.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I only been on Twitter recently.
Or sorry, X.
Like, I haven't been on Twitter in a very long time. I went on it
Yeah.
today because I was bored at work.
Oh, I'm
And that
on
was it.
whenever I'm not like whenever there's nothing immediate, I'll look at Twitter quickly or just read something.
No, I have no reason to go on Twitter. Twitter is boring to me.
Yeah. All right, now we get into the gold, baby. Yes, baby.
We gotta make a
Yes,
whole
yeah,
new
yes,
tier. A whole new tier.
Thor: The
No,
Dark
dude,
World.
this movie is
It's shit.
so,
It's so
fucking
fucking bad.
bad.
Can we put that in F, please?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Put it below the movies we haven't even seen.
That's
That's how bad it
It's
is.
really
Like,
bad.
it's so
Natalie
boring.
Portman just obviously does not give a fuck, and we follow the side characters more than we do Thor. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about fucking Natalie Portman's little quirky friend. Get the fuck off the
Kate
screen.
Hennings can go away. Why does she come back in WandaVision? What is the point?
I hate that. I hate that cameo so much. I'm like,
so
God.
goofy.
Natalie Portman
So
obviously
bad.
doesn't want to be there, but she's like a crux of the movie. The villain, Dark Elf Man, I don't give a fuck. I don't know. I guess Chris Hemsworth is just doing his Thor thing, but it's just it's gray and it's boring, which we're gonna blame the next film for for setting that
Popularizing,
bro. But like, yeah, Thor: The Dark World is not it. It's not worth the rewatch. Just be like, oh yeah, the Red Infinity Stone. That's where this movie's from, and then you can move on.
Yeah. God, it's
Like,
so
it's
bad.
not worth the 2 hours.
The reality, like, who cares about anything
Yeah.
but the reality stone?
Winter Soldier, I fucking love this movie. I think it's either S or A. I know you hate this movie with
Don't
Brandon
like
Gleeson.
it. I
It's
don't
so
this
good.
movie.
It's so good. I know.
I think my
okay,
favorite
I know-
Captain America movie is the first one. I think it just I objectively I know that Winter
I
Soldier
think-
is
I
the
think-
better movie.
I think you like hokey Captain America.
Yes,
as
I
opposed
do.
to, like,
very much.
Serious Captain America, which is see, my thing is with hokey Captain America, it's just like, oh boy, it's more pulpy, right? Whereas Captain America in the comics has always been like, if you're writing Captain America, you're making a political statement, and Winter Soldier is making a political statement on like surveillance and stuff like that, and whether it's justified or not.
Bro, but you know who does a better job at that?
What's that?
Hideo Kojima. I'd rather play Metal
okay,
Gear Solid.
okay, but that's where that's okay. Is Metal Gear in the fucking MCU tier list?
Could be.
No, it's not.
Could be.
No.
Just fucking put Metal Gear Rising in there.
Colonel, I have something on my ass. Snake, what's up your ass? It's the radio.
What are your sources? My sources are shut the fuck up.
No. What's he say? That's a nice source, and or where'd you get it? My sources, I made it the fuck up.
yeah. Dude, I love that. That's such a good. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but I objectively will admit Winter Soldier is the better movie out of the three. I will concede that. I know. I understand movies.
And I understand your point where like it's like, hey, why don't we make the MCU gray? And it's like, no, that works for that movie because it's very grounded. That doesn't mean you have to make we're gonna make it gray.
Yeah, like they even like if you look at these posters
They made
for a
Ant-Man
second.
gray. I don't like Ant-Man, but Ant-Man should be colorful and fun. But like, look at the posters. Yeah, look up until like, let's just say like Guardians 2 or Thor Ragnarok, which is the most colorful. Like, look how gray all that shit is.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
why would they like? And even then, like they still like make like Infinity War and Avengers Endgame
Yeah.
like gray,
Uh-huh.
like these darker tones.
Yeah.
I will not deny that obviously the Russo brothers are good directors. There's no doubt about that.
I hate them.
I dislike them because
They're just literally. Have you
are
heard
so
what they're like?
boring.
Now? They're like AI's new future of film. It's like, how about kill yourself?
They're trying to make a video game studio.
Minecraft.
they're trying to make a video game studio.
Yeah.
They hired like some dude from Epic, I think, just recently.
And then like Martin Scorsese had this cute little TikTok where he's just talking to his dog named Oscar. He's like, I think you'd be perfect for the film, Oscar. It's like, oh, he's a cute little dog. His name is Oscar because he's won Oscars. And one of the Russo brothers posted like, "Yeah, I got a dog. His name is Box Office." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up! Who the fuck are you?" Oh,
You made episodes of
Yeah.
you made episodes of Community. Shut the fuck up.
You shut the fuck up.
Like, come on,
Nobody
bro.
cares. Actually,
I just think they are overrated. I do not deny that they are good directors.
I don't like them at all.
It's the same thing. I don't like Winter
to
Soldier,
me-
but I can objectively
To
say it's a
me,
good.
now they don't actually care about the creative process. They're like, how do we make more money? AI.
Well, yeah, because they made a
Like,
billion.
yeah.
They helped build a
They're-
billion-dollar franchise, multi-billion-dollar
They're
franchise.
creatively bankrupt, and I don't like them now. However, Winter Soldier was a pretty good movie.
I will concede and give you A.
Do bottom A.
You think it's worse than Iron Man 3? I'm
I
not gonna lie to you.
love Iron Man 3.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Iron Man 3 is very forgettable.
No,
I
don't think so.
do. I think the only thing that came out of this movie that was good and fun for me
Mhm.
was the Mandarin twist. I think that's the only reason people remember Iron Man 3. I don't think anyone and the fucking
If I'm
little
being honest,
kid.
I think they're on par, but I just prefer Iron Man 3 over Captain America because Captain America is about all these side characters, whereas like I love character focus. That's why I love Joker so much. It's like it's just about this fucking guy.
Real quick, I forgot to do this. We should have done this at the beginning. At the very top of this list, we should have just put James Gunn.
That's true.
Because I'm going to be honest
That's
with you.
true.
This is peak.
Yeah.
This is this, and then I honestly think all three of them belong in S tier.
You're not gonna agree with my Guardians 2 take.
I know. I like Guardians 2 very much. I don't think you
I
do.
don't like it at all.
But the first Guardians is what the Avengers felt like, but in a much more cohesive, not as like in your face way.
Yeah.
It's very much like here's a team of people who don't like each other, don't know each other, building a bond together to save the world, and not over some stupid shit like an agent that we don't give a shit about. They bond over themselves.
Coulson, that's his name, not Olsen. Coulson.
What's his
like
name?
he's a little fucking chimney boy. Like, oh, my name's Little Olsen. Little Olsen Annie.
But yeah, I think this movie does.
I think it does
spectacular job.
The humor's great. Rewatching it, it's like it was the first of its kind, which is why, like, on first initial watching, you're like, great. But then the MCU is like, oh, we have to make it all like Guardians, and it's like, no. It just works with that film. No, let's make all the humor like Guardians.
Because everybody loves Guardians.
Okay, but like, are you letting James Gunn write the James Gunn jokes? No.
We're gonna have Taika Waititi do it.
Did you see what he said recently?
No, what did he say?
Dude, he was like, I just did the Marvel movies for the money. I was like,
yeah, no shit.
Yeah, no shit. But like, I think he's just doubling down because like he was a shithead on Thor: Love and Thunder. Like Chris Hemsworth has come out being like, yeah, what wasn't the best mood on set. I think Taika Waititi was just like fucking. How about we get some kids, give them 4 cars? Like, he's such a fucking clown.
We'll talk about Thor: Love and Thunder when
Yeah.
we get to it, but no, it's not a good movie.
No.
But Guardians.
But Guardians is great.
Sets-
What more is there to say? Really, it like it founded the MCU type of humor, and it's just overall just a really solid.
Outside of
it's
James
actually
Gunn just being a good director,
a just straight up solid movie, not just like A tier for me is like, okay, this is a solid Marvel movie. I wouldn't consider it like a solid movie, whereas like this is like it's both.
That's why, like, the thing about Guardians is like, and the best thing about it is that other mediums have taken what James Gunn has done with the Guardians and made their own aspect to it. I've mentioned it already before in another stream and another video. I've definitely talked to you about it. But the Avengers video game is so identical in terms of how it feels.
Oh, the Square Enix one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
With Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Like, they both achieve such a very similar vibe that, like, playing the game enhances how good this movie is.
Tried to get into the game. I think I just gotta like be in a Guardians mood because every time I play it, I'm like, Peter said this is a good game. I'll give it a shot. I'm like, I'm not. I don't feel like playing this right now.
I definitely will agree, though. The gameplay is not like it's not.
That's what I mean.
That's not
I'm
the
just
strong
like,
suit. To me, it gives off the Last of Us vibe. I will fight anyone to the death that like the Last of Us has good gameplay, because it doesn't. It's garbage. It's ass. It's not a good game. It's very boring to play.
Oh yeah, no, you've said this whack ass take.
It's not a whack ass taste. There are many people online who agree with me, actually. it is not a good game, but it is a great story. Which is why I saw a video on YouTube. I didn't watch it. I just saw the thumbnail.
Mhm.
Is the TV show a better adaptation of The Last of Us in the game? Which is kind of a funny take. I want to watch it. I wouldn't agree with it, but I would watch it.
Okay.
I would watch it to see what that
anyways,
is.
S tier, baby.
S tier, Age of Ultron. Age of Ultron's like a
C.
Yeah, top C.
Top C.
It's
just wasted potential because Ultron is such a big villain.
It's wasted potential on everything. Like it's in the middle of the. It
just feels like all right. It does what every sequel does, like back in the 80s and stuff. It's like the first one's successful. Let's see, Control C, Control V. All right, all set.
I think what doesn't work with this movie is what made the original Avengers good and what makes the other two, the Endgame and Infinity War, good movies, is they feel like endings. You know, like they feel like an end to the phase. This is just sitting right in the middle of the phase.
Yeah,
doing nothing.
Accomplishing
exactly
nothing. Doing nothing. The only cool parts of it is like you see Cap kind of lift up Thor's hammer, which is paid off later on. But
Vision's pretty cool in this movie.
And I hate the fucking Hulk and Black Widow subplot. Like that shit is stupid.
Wait, you don't? Sun's not getting real low for you?
Is that what they say?
Yeah, he says, "Hey there, big guy. The sun's getting real low."
Oh,
you don't remember? That's like the first thing she says.
In this movie where she's like, "Yeah, I can't reproduce.
I
know
can't
what
have
it feels like to be a monster." And he's like, "I've killed people. But I've probably killed children that I don't even know about because I was in such a rage. What are you talking about?"
Yeah, I can't have kids and I was.
I
mean, they both have pretty fucked up and traumatic backstories. Yeah. But for her to be like, "I'm a monster because I can't conceive children," is kind of goofy.
Yeah, because it's like that means I'm not a real woman. It's like, yes, you are. Like,
I'll say this. Yes, being like, if a woman wants to be able to conceive children, yes, that sucks. That she can't. But she's not a monster,
right?
She's a terrible person.
I can't bring life into this world, therefore I'm a monster.
She can be upset and sad that she doesn't have that, but she's not.
It's not like I'm like, "Hey, how's it going, Scarlett? Great. Wait, did you know I can't conceive children?"
What? Ew.
Wait for me.
But the only good scene in this entire movie is the party scene.
Yeah,
the party scene is very fun.
And then Ultron just comes in and you know what's whack about this movie? The fucking Scarlet Witch thing, and then Quicksilver, where they introduce Quicksilver and then he dies
because of copyright reasons. The only reason.
The bullet might as well just at 20%. He just dies.
Like the person who murdered him. Yeah. You know what would be really funny?
Well, we should do like an X-Men.
That'd be a good one.
That would be a good one, yeah. Because I think Days of Future Past came out before this one because it was like that whole Quicksilver scene and everyone's like, "Oh my god, I love that Quicksilver scene. Oh, he's going to be in Avengers? Check that out." And like, the Avengers Quicksilver is not good at all. And like, what's her face? Who's the actress who plays?
Elizabeth Olsen.
Yeah, like she has early on. Eventually, it gets better. But that terrible Russian accent.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you know what's also really funny about that? What? That same year that Age of Ultron comes out and they're playing sister and brother, Godzilla comes out and they're playing husband and wife.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
The typecasting did not work out there. Yeah, in Godzilla.
Wait, Godzilla came out in 2014. The reboot. I mean, it's still strange. 2014.
Doctor Strange.
No, it's still very
Doctor Strange.
No, you just click
Doctor Strange.
Franchise. Just type in Godzilla 2014.
Doctor Strange.
There it is. Wow, look at that. It says 2014.
Yeah. So it's kind of weird. That's the first thing I think of. Yeah. That's like when I saw them in the movie together, I was like, shit, that's weird.
But it doesn't last long because he dies. And like Hawkeye's like, "Man, I feel kind of bad." Never touches on it through the whole MCU.
Well, they do try to touch on it in Civil War with like they have a relationship, you know.
Hawkeye and Scarlet Witch?
Yeah.
Oh, right. When he's like, "Oh, I hate that Joss Whedon-esque dialogue where it's like, "Oh, there's a bunch of gods out there fighting and I'm just a guy with a bow and arrow." I'm like, you could have said that better in so many different ways. And it is a line in the comic books, but like, there's a reason why comic books are a different media and if you put that on screen, it doesn't really translate that well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ant-Man.
I fucking hate all the Ant-Man movies, so I'll let you go.
I was gonna put it in C tier, the original Ant-Man.
I would put a D.
I think it's a fun movie. I think if you just
No.
let your brain turn off, like you'll like it.
The fact that, and I'm just saying this out loud.
It's just Iron Man.
I'm just saying this out to the void. Don't affect your ranking of it because it's not the movie's fault. It's the production studio's fault. Edgar Wright was gonna fucking direct Ant-Man, and because the MCU being like, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this.
He was like, I'm
Edgar
good.
Wright,
I'll see
fucking
ya.
out of here. So the fact we could have gotten an Edgar Wright Ant-Man movie would be great. Now, I'm sure he wouldn't direct the rest of the Ant-Man stuff. He'd be like, I just have fun with this one. Goodbye.
Yeah,
This movie is just
definitely.
like, it's like the perfect example of like bland Marvel. You know what I mean?
That's why it's in C tier.
Yeah.
Because these are worse than bland Marvel.
Yeah.
These are so much worse than bland
Yeah.
Marvel.
And F tier.
This is just like bland, like
Yeah.
boring. It does the job.
Mhm.
It copy and pasted
just
Iron
say it
Man.
like that.
It's
It
homework.
literally does the job. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, shoot scene. That was great. Thank you. Moving on.
Thanks, Paul Rudd.
Yeah. Thanks, Paul Rudd.
You're good
I
in
feel bad for Paul Rudd because he's a great actor and he's very funny and stuff. And Ant-Man, you know, I just wish they played up on the no, because they do play up on the humor. I don't know. I don't know what I want from Ant-Man. I don't know why it exists as a movie franchise. It doesn't make any sense to me.
So, if we want to talk about a movie that also wastes massive potential, and I hate it,
You're much more harsh on Civil War.
this movie sucks. No, this
I don't
movie
think it sucks.
blows, dude.
No.
It sucks.
Ant-Man.
I'm not putting
Okay.
it in D tier. I'm not going to be that guy.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing the same thing like I did with Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier is objectively a better movie than the
Yeah.
first Avenger. But God help me if you put a gun to my head and you told me to choose between Civil War and First Avenger. No, Civil War and Dark World, I'd rather watch Dark World.
I don't think I agree.
Like
with
that is like I do not like this movie.
I would
I
put
think it
high
does such
C,
a-
low B.
No, I wouldn't even put it in B tier. It is a wasted like the Civil War thing.
It's only wasted potential because in the comic books, it's the entire Marvel universe.
And then in this, it's 10 people,
It's an airport.
two of which
Yeah.
you introduce in this
Now,
movie.
obviously, the Spider-Man reveal when that came out in the trailer, I was like, "Holy fucking shit! Spider-Man is part of the Avengers." We thought it was never going to happen. I was like, "Oh my fucking god!"
There are two good things in this.
And he's actually, he's the most. I mean, some of the MCU films, obviously, he's Spider-Man, but he feels more comic accurate Spider-Man in Civil War than a lot of the other actual standalone movies.
Yeah, because like in
Because
this,
he's just quipping. He's like, "Hey, that's cool. You got a metal arm." And it's like, that's
Hey, where are you from? Like, I will say there are
Where are you
enjoyable
from? I'm from Queens. I'm like, oh shit, like,
Brooklyn, and then
this
there's a
is cool.
cute little.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also think Black Panther is very good in this movie. He
Yeah,
plays a
Black
really
Panther,
good.
It's the best Black Panther performance.
Don't
honestly.
even get me started on Black Panther the movie.
Yeah.
And then I think Zemo is actually a really good villain in this movie.
I think it's just messy. He's trying to juggle too many things. It's like, Zemo's the bad guy. Oh, but Iron Man's fighting Captain America. It's trying to do too much at the same
It's
time.
Spider-Man
Whereas
3.
the comic book is just like, Iron Man disagrees with Captain America. Whose side are you on?
That's all.
That's it. That's it. And then they're like, oh, but Zemo, you see, he sent the Winter Soldier to kill Tony Stark's parents. And it's like, okay.
Well, no.
Because that's literally the way to just be like, oh, see, like, look how bad Zemo is. It's like, okay.
Well, no. Zemo's using the fact
Right.
that
Yeah. He didn't send them out.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean. Yeah.
um
It's like, oh, we're trying to make other super soldiers. I'm like, oh my God, how many times this is like, I am an even villain. Guess what? I just want the heroes to be like, are you going to make a bunch of super soldiers? As what? How did you know? It's like,
except he doesn't.
we
He
force
kills them
this
all.
every 5. That is true. Yes.
He kills them all
Oh, yeah.
because his whole objective was to just make the Avengers go away,
Yeah.
and then they don't.
Look, I killed these really old people that have been pods forever. Now they're dead. Oh no.
It's also very ugly. I do not buy the
airport fight scene like sets the standard for superhero movies for the past 10 years. It's just like let's have a giant fight with no civilians around, no consequences. Yay.
Yeah, it's literally I want to play with my action figures.
Yeah, not the action figure go, and Iron Man go.
Yeah, and then I also do not buy the relationship between Iron Man and Captain America. I think that's what makes me think. That's why I don't like this movie. I do not buy.
And I
it
also hate
because in every movie they do not like each other. They do not act like best friends. They do not act like partners. They are always yelling and arguing at each other. They are never actually friends.
And to be fair, that's what they're like in the comics. But you get a sense they're actual friends in the comics, but they just disagree on almost everything. It's like a super liberal guy and super conservative guy, but somehow they're friends kind of thing because they just arguing. That's kind of like their relationship in the comic books and stuff. Whereas this one, they just always kind of like really dislike you. It's like, take off the suit and why are you? And he's like, billionaire, philanthropist, blah 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 blah. Like that's their whole relationship. It's just
And like
Venom, and then Eminem goes Venom.
And then Age of Ultron, like they're also not friends in that movie either. Like they just have they have jokes here and there, but they're not actually friends.
Yeah.
I do not buy the relationship. The only friends in this movie that I actually buy is Bucky and Falcon.
Yeah. And then they have a TV show where they have no chemistry.
Yeah, god damn. How'd they do that? They have such good chemistry in real life, and then they fuck it up in the TV show. It's so crazy.
Anyways.
Doctor Strange, bro, that's also a CG
with magic.
Dude, it's the same thing with Ant-Man, dude. No,
you know what? No. I think it's just average. So
it's in the same place, bro. Yeah.
I would put it like, all right, honestly.
No, it is. I don't. Yeah, you know what? It's fine. I think what they do conceptually is really good with Doctor Strange.
I like the visual effects.
They really
that shit is dope.
I think it was Cosmonaut Variety Show.
Yeah,
you said it. Doctor Strange was what was it? Was it Ant-Man? Ant-Man was the Marvel's experiment on crazy CG.
Yeah.
And then Doctor Strange just said, let's just vomit out all this really good CG.
Yeah. I will say, I hated how like everyone was like, Benedict Cumberbatch, because that's just like the most easy answer. I would have loved Ethan Hawke as Doctor Strange, just like because Ethan Hawke knows how to play that like really dickish character, but like when Benedict Cumberbatch tries to be dickish, I'm like, oh, he's a cute British man, that's funny. Whereas like Ethan Hawke knows how to be like a fucking douchebag dick. So I wish he was. And there were rumors that Joaquin was in the running. I'm like, Joaquin would never fucking.
Dude, Joaquin Phoenix would be really funny.
He's Napoleon right now.
Yeah.
Dude, my review of Napoleon, softcore porn, 10 out of 10. Dude, he has sex so much in that fucking movie. Like, you think you're in it for the battles. There's like 2 battles in the entire movie. It's it's like 3 hours long, and he just dry humps his wife throughout most of it.
That's badass. That's a great movie.
It's not badass. Shout out to all the short
with Ant-Man and Doctor Strange. Another thing that I think Cosmonaut Variety Hour so that I very much agree with is that they are characters that work best if they are side characters.
Yes. Yeah.
They are much more enjoyable.
Doctor Strange,
I forgot to mention, I liked Ant-Man in Civil War 2. He is so much more enjoyable in the hand.
Yeah. I like how he's a Cap fanboy.
Yeah, and then same thing with Doctor Strange. He's so much better in Ragnarok. He's very good in No Way Home.
Yeah,
I think these characters play so much like way better as side characters.
Yeah,
which is what they did with Hulk, which we'll get into with Ragnarok. But I think they did the same thing with
Hulk. Guardians 2.
Where would you put it? Because I would put it in A.
B.
But where would you put it? B. Okay, I'll put it in B. Top of B.
I just think I understand what it's trying to do. I just think the execution of it is a little meh. The cinematography in it,
fucking awesome,
great.
Dude.
But I can't just because it looks pretty. I can't just be like.
I think the biggest baby. I think the best flaw.
It's one of the greatest greatest movie. Or sorry, how do I phrase this? The best cinematography
in any of the Marvel
most
movies.
Of the Marvel movies is in this. Like just like the static shots of just like Gamora like sitting down and like the sunset so like awesome good, and like Peter Quill just being isolated alone and like he's at the bottom corner of the screen with a white background. Like it's great. I don't know, the rocket stuff felt very forced of like I need to be angry because of this reason And like he's on the ship most of the time. You know, there is that great scene with him and Yondu being like, "You are me, motherfucker," and it's like, oh.
I think what
yeah.
ruins Guardians of the
And then-
Galaxy 2,
Baby Groot.
that was the best part of the movie.
Baby
That shit
Groot
was so good.
set off Baby Peanut, Baby Yoda, Baby Minion, Baby this. So for that, it should be D tier on its own. But I won't blame James Gunn for that. I'll blame Marvel. Be like, what if we make the but cute?
And it worked.
And
I think what makes Guardians of the Galaxy not work, is that it's not about the team. It's about Peter.
yeah, it's mostly about Peter.
If that's what I think that's why I think that's why people don't like this
But
movie
there's
as
great
much.
character moments like Drax, like when he's looking at the sunset and Mantis touches him and she starts sobbing, and
Yeah.
that's how like Drax feels 24/7. It's like, damn, that's pretty good. But again, little moments here and there in the movie can't make up for the majority of the movie.
I do think
It's just kind of a slog. It's very slow paced. Like
don't think
they're
it's
on
a
that
slog.
they're on that planet for a long fucking time.
the whole time the whole reason they're on that planet for a long time because that's where the plot is.
No, well, that's exactly. It's like we have to go over here. Why? Lots. Let's go.
No, I agree with B
did
tier.
give the
I
funnies.
like Guardians too,
No.
but I think that's because I like Peter Quill.
It did do the.
That's
funny,
my favorite character in the
The
MCU.
funny like, what? Now I know that sounds bad. He shoots him. I love that
Yeah.
meme format.
I like Guardians 2 mainly because I like Peter Quill. He's my favorite.
Yeah,
MCU
Peter Quill's
character.
great. Yeah, I like Chris Pratt a lot.
All right, No Way Home
Oh god, no,
or Homecoming. Sorry,
no.
Homecoming.
Put that shit in B right now.
Homecoming.
Yeah.
Do you think it's better or worse than Guardians 2?
Worse, obviously. It's
You really don't like Homecoming? I think it is a
Dude,
good Spider-Man movie.
Iron Man Jr. motherfucker. I just hate it so much. I hate it because Spider-Man is Marvel's
Did you
Mickey Mouse.
were you a Patreon supporter for Locust or something?
Who's
Lotus? Spider-Man Lotus?
Yes, I was.
Uh
No, I wasn't. I just hate like Spider-Man should always stand on his own, and I hate how he's tied into. I kind of hate that he's tied into the MCU because he should just do the street level shit without anyone interfering. That's what it's like in the comics all the time. Like Spider-Man has to go to the Avengers if it's anything besides like a purse mugging or some shit like that. Like Spider-Man should always be on his own because he's a loner. And there are some scenes where it's like that, but mostly it's like he's got a friend and he's part of like the debate club and stuff like that. There's no that Spider-Man 2 where it's like, fuck, I'm working this fucking shitty pizza job and like, you know, the girl that I love hates me. Like Spider-Man should always be miserable somehow, and like this one is just like kind of cutesy wootsy. I'm like, I just hate the shit. I just hate it. I just hate it so much. But that's because I'm a diehard Spider-Man fan, and I'm very picky with how the character is portrayed and stuff. Like I hate how like
yeah, you want the character
he
you want
doesn't
the character to be portrayed by an actor who says the N-word. I get it.
I'll make actual points. No.
And I'm trying to lighten the mood.
I will say the highlight of this movie and the person that steals the show is Michael Keaton as Vulture. That whole scene in the car, he's like, you go in there and show my daughter a good time. Otherwise, I'm going to blow your fucking head off. And it's like, all right, 10 out of 10 best. But again, little moments don't make up for the majority of the movie.
Do you think what ruins it is the direction, or do
The
you
direction.
Think,
The direction is fucking
He's
awful.
like, you think
Now we're in the Washington Monument. We like, what the fuck are we doing? I thought this was a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Why the fuck is he in Washington D.C.?
because he's at a
No, I know,
he's
but he's
going
never
on
in New
field
York
trips.
for the majority of these movies, except for the last one.
That is actually really true.
Like,
That's
and he's a
crazy.
friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. How can you be
So
a friendly
funny.
neighborhood Spider-Man where you're taking a lot of trips?
Well, I think with at least Far From Home, it's supposed to be.
Also,
the
I don't like
aspect of,
Tom Holland as Spider-Man. It's too.
You don't. I think that's so. I don't.
He's
agree with
not-
that.
He's too like.
I
like,
think-
shut the fuck up.
I think Tom Holland. Spider-Man is.
He doesn't
a good
protrude
combination.
nerd. He just protrudes like, I'm just a handsome looking smart.
That's
guy.
so
Like,
untrue.
Peter Parker is like a fucking schlub and dork. And why am I blank? Toby played that perfectly. The only problem was Toby was 30 years old and the other cast were 30 years old. So it was like a little weird. But like it should be that if you're doing high school Spider-Man, he should be a fucking schlub. No one should fucking look at him. It's like, oh, fucking puny Parker. Who the fuck is that? But like I said, it's like, oh, hi, Peter. Like the majority of people are nice except for Flash, who's kind of a dick. Like Peter should be pushed down. He should like. This is gonna sound bad. Like Peter, honestly, should have nearly school shooter vibes in Minecraft. Like because everyone just fucking hates him in high school. No one pays any respect. Like the Gwen Stacy stuff, that's all college and stuff. That's where Peter actually like people like Peter's actually a stand-up guy. Everyone beats him down in high school, but because he accepts that responsibility and he wants to do good for people, that's what makes him the better person. But in this one, it's like everyone's pretty much nice to Peter. He doesn't have to like overcome anything. It's like, man, I'm a little sad sometimes. Like, oh, my sandwich shop blew up.
Oh my!
Wow. Oh no. I like more bread on my cold cuts. What the? I mean, like, what the fuck? I just have a lot of problems with MCU Spider-Man, and like because this was received generally positive, he keeps up that like Spider-Man persona, the MCU Spider-Man persona throughout most of the movies, and I don't like it.
I don't know. I don't really agree with you. I in terms of Spider-Man at the very least,
Yeah.
I think like
Spider-Man should have saved that boat. Iron Man had to step in. That's bullshit. Spider-Man always finds a way.
we did it. So fuck you.
The movie's not good, but I'll accept B. If it were up to me, I'd put it in C. But
This one's kind of tough because
Ragnarok, I would still put it in A. I mean, I don't like the director, but I'll put him in A. Yeah, it's just fucking fun, and it actually does Hulk pretty well.
this is another
First
one
Avengers,
of the, yeah,
and then Ragnarok, peak Hulk, and then there's
that's it.
I
And then
remember
there's
this movie-
She-Hulk.
This movie came out, and like people were like, there were like rumors like, yeah, so because we don't own the licenses to make a standalone Hulk movie, we're gonna make like a Hulk trilogy within a couple movies. So he'll guest star in a couple movies, and like it'll follow the plot of like Bruce Banner and stuff. I'm like, people are like, oh shit, Planet Hulk. This will lead up to like World War Hulk, which is really cool. And then he turns into a nerd after this, and it's like, oh, never mind.
I guess I'll just fucking kill
I guess
myself.
it's just- like the next time we see him after this is Thanos bitch slapping him, and then he turns into Bruce Banner through most of the movie, and it's like, oh, okay,
That sucks.
dude.
And then he
MCU
goes through-
Hulk I love Hulk. It's one of my favorite characters, and I fucking hate the MCU for what they do to my boy.
I hate the MCU. Yeah, we all hate the MCU. All right, so guys, it's the part of the video where two white guys talk about a predominantly black cast. Black Panther.
Can we phone a friend? Can we phone a friend?
Can we?
I would put it in low B. I put it maybe like in the middle of. I would put it above Homecoming.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I honestly think it's the best.
I think the world of Wakanda is very interesting, and that's what like really sold it with this movie. It's like, wow, like yes, we've had Blade and Spawn; those are black superhero movies, but no, this is like an African futurism thing, and like that's why it gathered a large audience with like the black community and stuff. It's like holy shit, like it's like art culture mixed with futuristic stuff. That's really cool. The only criticisms I have for the movie is pretty much just a Marvel movie. Some of the CG is very bad.
They just
And
rehash.
Chadwick Boseman feels kind of boring in this movie. He's great in the role, but like in this specific movie, he's just kind of like
He feels stiff.
he feels very stiff. Killmonger is awesome.
Dude,
Like,
Michael
I
B. Jordan
love- he
stole this.
killed it when like he's like sitting out in the sun and he's just like, when you bury my body, bury me in the ocean where my ancestors sit. I'm like,
Because
damn, that shit goes hard.
even they knew death is better than bondage,
Yeah.
bro. That shit was so
that
good.
shit goes hard.
But then the CG preceding that,
Yeah.
that scene.
And then the whole like fake out where like, oh no, T'Challa's dead. It's like, but no, he's not.
No, he's not. Why did you do this? I also don't like that they rehashed the exact same story arc he has in this movie.
Yeah.
The same story arc he has in Civil War.
Mhm.
Oh, my dad just wouldn't be a bad guy. I can't kill people.
Also, honestly, this would have been A tier if it weren't for the "What are those?" line. 0 out of 10.
yeah, you're right. Actually,
Yeah,
This movie belongs. No, it's top of B. I think
Yeah.
it's not. I think Wakanda Forever is a way better movie.
I think so too.
It's so
Yeah.
much more enjoyable.
Yeah.
It's such a good fucking movie. That movie, Wakanda Forever, is so fun.
Anyways, obviously, I mean, this shit is just fucking,
Dude, like, just make a new tier.
yeah.
Shitty fucking
Worse.
movie. Endgame is S tier.
Yeah,
I don't think.
I would put it above Guardians.
Yeah.
Guardians. There's another Guardians movie that is better than this, but
Yes,
we'll get
yes.
to that when we get to that. But Infinity War was like I don't think
It does both. It's a great movie, and it fulfills such a big cultural significance. This is part one of the culmination of 10 years of movies. This, and it feels like,
and it ties up a lot. I mean, Endgame also does, but it ties up a lot of like story beats from the previous movies really, really well. Excuse me, sorry. And like the theater, that theater experience was awesome. I remember like
when they
people
lost,
were, like one of my friends got like, I remember I was waiting in line because this was before you like pre-selected your seats or whatever.
Yeah,
and it was just like, or maybe you did select your seats, but they still had you wait outside in line. I don't know when the time frame was, but like I remember someone next to me is like, I just want to give everyone a heads up. Like my friend said he got spoiled from people walking down and stuff like that. So like, can we all just like be respectful and like not say anything and stuff like that? So like everyone started covering their ears whenever people were walking past us. So we were like, anyways,
yeah.
like, we were just like, we don't want to know shit. And the ending to this was just so like everyone was like,
it was quiet.
It was
the
like
theater was quiet.
It was like Across the Spider-Verse when that ended, and people were like, "What?
Yeah,
That's how it ends."
Dude, no, for real.
The bad guy won.
I was laughing when it ended that way because to me, I was like, "Oh," because when this movie was first announced, I thought that these movies, because it was originally called Part 1 and Part 2.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh, the first half of the first movie will just be about Thanos collecting the first, like, say, 3 or 4.
Yeah, I remember that too, and being like, "Oh, so this is just Part 1."
And then the second part would be Thanos getting the Infinity Stones, and it's the Avengers stopping him from using it.
Mm-hmm. And the runtime, even though I think it's it's close to 3 hours, or is that just Endgame?
I could check, but I think it was about 3 hours.
But like, you barely feel the runtime because you're just having such a blast.
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours. I know Endgame is like 3 hours.
It's 3 hours and like 30 minutes.
Yeah. But yeah, this movie is just such a pop culture icon, and like Thanos just being like portrayed by Josh Brolin. It's pretty much the title should just be called Thanos the movie because you're mostly focused on Thanos and like what he wants to accomplish and stuff like that. I'm like, man, it would be really sad if in the next one they killed that version of Thanos and we get another version of Thanos we have no emotional connection to.
They kill him.
Yeah, they do. They do that.
They do kill him.
Yeah, they do. And just the iconic, like, you should have gone for the head. And then, like, all of a sudden, people just get wiped out. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, it's legit. Like, you rarely see me gush over Marvel. But, like, this movie is literally, like...
They do such a good job of subverting expectations. I think this is one of the... I know that...
And not in a Ryan Johnson way. In a... like, holy shit, like...
I know that other films have done this where they've altered, like, trailers and stuff to keep things hidden.
Yeah.
But I think this is the first time people recognize it and see it. And even myself were like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I wasn't in that. Like, the same scene where Captain America is trying to hold back Thanos. He only has, like, 2 fucking stones in the trailer. The thing is, all of them in the movie.
Yeah. And then that just moment... It's like where everyone disappears and it's like, Cap, what just happened? And like, you don't even hear him answer. He's just like, I don't know.
I don't fucking know what happened. I think it does, like, this is truly does like a good job as like a movie, as a culmination of all the movies, and as a cultural significance.
One of my low-key favorite like character interactions is like Iron Man and Doctor Strange, because they're both selfish pricks and they're just bouncing off each other like, well, you don't know anything about magic. It's like, well, you don't know anything about science. It's like, I love that kind of banter back and forth.
Dude, the best line in this fucking
Star-Lord for ruining literally everything.
It was his fault.
It was all his
he's
fault.
My favorite character, but he literally caused it.
Yeah, he literally all
because he wanted that sweet Gamora poon.
Okay.
That's all he wanted.
the Granusi.
I will say he might have the worst interaction in all the movies in this movie, but he has the best line delivery
Because
in this
he's-
movie.
Wait, who?
What do you mean,
Oh,
master?
sorry.
Am I supposed to say Jesus?
Yeah.
That line is so
That is
good.
good.
That whole interaction between all of them coming together
Yeah.
was like so good.
I will say though, like, because they don't feel the same as in the movies, is because the Russo brothers wrote for these characters where they've only been written by James Gunn. Always taking a peek.
You see in our list. What do you think, Joe? How would you?
Iron Man 3 and A. Holy shit!
I love Iron Man 3. Iron 3's great.
I don't remember
Iron
Iron Man
so
3.
good.
That movie's so like
Being A tier. I remember it being
Nah,
B
that
tier.
should watch that shit
You're
again.
telling me what's his name with the 10 rings? I don't remember his
the Mandarin.
Mandarin. That was absolutely dog shit of a villain. Wasn't even him in the first place.
Well, it was-
It's an A.
It was a nice little plot twist.
Well, that was good.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, for me, that's the only good part of the movie.
Nah,
I'm letting you have A.
It is a
if I had my way, it would be in C tier.
It
bro.
is
It's so boring.
No way.
It's such a
not C tier.
forgettable movie.
You guys doing
Like,
TV shows too?
yeah, we're doing. TV
Yeah.
shows.
Only like the Disney Plus ones, not the Netflix ones.
Okay.
You seen the Marvels? Is that bad?
I haven't seen
No,
those,
we
we
put
put these two because we
we
don't
put these two in F tier because we don't watch them. But because Thor: The Dark World was so bad, we know these movies are. We know these things are better than this. Except I watched the first episode of Secret Invasion. That shit was ass,
Yeah,
bro.
it
It's
was
so
ass.
boring.
It's an
Okay.
unfortunately.
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
F. Fuck that shit. No, put that shit in F.
It's not F.
What is the
bro.
point besides the post-credit scene?
I know.
Exactly.
I
Put
know.
that shit in F. It's not fucking.
They all disappear
Oh,
and Ant-Man gets
yeah.
stuck in the thing.
Dude, that movie is fucking dog
All right,
shit.
Captain Marvel.
It's C or D. It's fine.
I'll put it in D tier. But I'll
Yeah.
put D tier.
I mean, my only problem is
I hate
she
Brie
doesn't-
Larson and she's a woman, so
Yeah. No. She's just very like stoic and like, is she supposed to be stoic or funny? It's like,
Oh, by the way, my only contribution to that list, if Endgame is an S tier, you guys
it's not gonna
S
be S tier.
you guys both deserve to never watch Marvel ever again in your lives.
Well, I haven't
To be
watched
fair,
Marvel,
I
to
don't
be
really
fair.
want to watch that much Marvel anymore.
Yeah,
so
it's already
damn.
gone downhill, so you know.
Thanks, Joe, for telling me what I'm already doing.
Yeah. Ant-Man and the Wasp sucks ass.
Captain Marvel.
Oh, Captain Marvel. Yeah, it's just kind of weird. And then the scroll thing is just like played up for laughs. So I'm like, no, but they're like really bad guys.
They're supposed to be
like
bad.
really bad. And then they tried to do the secret invasion thing. I'm like, you already kind of said that they were good people and an allegory for like refugees, and now they're going to be bad guys. That's not very. If you just made them bad guys to begin with, then we would have been okay. But no.
But now they're an allegory for refugees
Yeah.
and immigration.
Yeah.
And then you made
And
an
you're saying
evil
that
faction.
And you're saying that's bad.
And you said that, and then you made Secret Invasion and said, "Oh, but every good there's always a bad faction."
I really don't like the marketing with this because before Endgame came out, they're like, Captain Marvel is going to be very important for Endgame. And people are like, fuck, fine, I'll go see it. And then like,
the only
literally, it
important
was
part
just
is
like
the end credits.
Thanos punching the shit out of Captain Marvel, and that was pretty much it.
Dumb.
She's just kind of betrayed. And I love Carol Danvers in the comics. She was in New Avengers. She was Miss Marvel then. And like, she's a really entertaining and like fun, plucky character, but like, she's not really fun in this. You know, and I'm not saying every female superhero has to be fun and plucky. Like, Wonder Woman is just a very straightforward character. Just
I think the biggest problem with this movie
it's a weird
is
tone.
not just the movie itself,
Yeah.
but I do think Brie Larson put a really bad taste in everybody's mouth.
Yeah.
This is not me being like, I hate Brie Larson, she's a woman. That's
Mhm.
untrue. I hate Brie Larson.
Dude,
because
her
she's
as
a blonde
Ivy Adams in Scott Pilgrim, the hello.
Yeah,
again.
she's a good
I'm like,
actress.
God-
There's no
and-
denying
and-
that.
and,
I think what happened
Rogue?
is...
Have you ever seen
Yes,
Rogue?
I've seen it.
Dude, awesome performance. Like, she's a great actress. It's just, maybe she just wasn't connecting with the materials, or maybe she just had a wrong direction on how to play the character. I don't know.
She was a little too much in her own ass.
Yes.
Because you can very much tell, even in interviews where she's playing off of other actors,
Yeah.
they don't vibe with her. They feel it feels very off and awkward.
Yeah.
I think she's gotten way too big, too big for her bridges.
Mhm.
And it kind of leaves me with a bad taste in my mouth with watching anything involving her in terms of the Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
Because her character also comes off as like knows better.
Whereas like the Miss Marvel girl, like she's great during interviews and stuff like that. She's very entertaining. Whereas
She
like
grew up with these. She's actually the character.
she actually corrected Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige's like, MCU is 616. She's like, no, motherfucker, that's a comic book version. 616 is the comic book mainline version. So the MCU can't be 616, you fucking dumbass. Like, people are joking on Twitter, like, yo, let her run the MCU.
She's literally embodies the character of
Yeah.
Kamala Khan, which is really awesome.
Yeah.
Speaking of awesome,
Nah, I would say like B or C.
no,
Yeah.
dude, you're
The
goofy.
time travel doesn't make any fucking
Fuck the
sense.
time travel. I don't care. I don't care. It
this
doesn't make any sense.
plot. No, I understand. It concludes a plot. I understand that, but like, if the majority of your plot is time travel, you got to write time travel very well. And they're like, oh, you know, the movies that have established like really well constructed time travel rules. We're just gonna do our own thing. Like, literally nothing has consequences besides like Hulk being like, okay, if I take this Infinity Stone, it'll branch off of timelines, which already happens regardless of what happens in the movie because the multiverse happens. So like, there's literally no
It
consequence
eventually
to
happens.
ruin
Yes.
the timeline.
Yes, but in the
whatsoever.
grand scheme of at the point of this movie, the sacred timeline was important.
It's just, you know what I feel about it? It's like, it's great for the fan service of like concluding all these characters' plot beats, but that's about it. You know,
Bro, I'm literally not about to concede Iron Man 3 being an A tier and then Avengers
Iron Man
Endgame
3
not
is
being
definitely A tier.
It's
Rewatch
not better than
Guaranteed.
Endgame. You're so fucking
Guaranteed.
goofy for that shit.
Endgame is fucking not a good movie.
Endgame is literally
Endgame, solid 6 out of 10. With the MCU stuff, 10 out of 10.
so then
But
it
as a
belongs
movie,
in
fucking
A
6 out of
tier
10.
because we've already discussed this. Anything above A tier is both.
But that time travel shit is so fucking stupid.
It doesn't need to
It's
make
just
sense.
It
It doesn't need to make sense. It works in the movie. Get out of what about it doesn't make sense? Like truly.
because they're essentially saying, "Oh, we could just do anything in these going back in time, and nothing will affect it."
Yeah, and they explain why in Loki because this was supposed to happen. It's part of the sacred timeline.
Right, but no, it just it doesn't make any fucking sense because there's a butterfly effect, motherfucker. So that means something would have had to change, and nothing did. Like, the timeline stays exactly the same when they come back. Besides, one of them is dead, and that doesn't affect the time stream somehow.
That's not true.
How the fuck does that happen? Fucking Black Widow.
Loki explains it. Loki literally says everything that happens. Like when Loki gets
that's
brought out because he's a deviant, he's a variant. They prune the timeline. The timeline's destroyed.
That's not good writing, though. It's just like, oh yeah, that shit was supposed to happen. Why? Who said it was supposed to happen?
Marvel. It's a comic book movie.
It's fucking.
It's not aliens.
No, but comic books have done that. Like the Kang story, like Kang's majority thing is time travel, not really multiverse, but time travel shit. And like Kang stories are mid at best, but you know what they nail? 9 out of 10 times is the fucking time travel, and a fucking $1 billion movie can't even nail that. No, I would say.
You think it's better than Black Panther, though? Okay. Fine. This, though.
No, that shit is D. Fuck that.
Yeah, it's so...
Dude, I literally, like, I was watching, I'm like, am I watching a Disney Channel movie right now?
Dude, it's so bad.
It's so bad. It's just so boring.
It's not good. The only good part is
And
the cute chemistry between...
I was just about to say, there's not really a lot there to
except
grab
for,
on.
like, Zendaya
And the stupid, like,
Tom
oh,
Holland's
look, it's
chemistry.
this Night Monkey, which... I love the Spider-Man games. Why the fuck do they always fill the slot with Night Monkey? But that costume, I get it, it's supposed to be a noir thing, but we have a Spider-Man noir. So why the fuck, out of like, you had to fill that 32 suit slot with Night Monkey? I don't give a fuck about that cartoon, or I don't give a fuck about that costume. No one wants to be that costume. No, it's like, what my favorite... No one gives a fuck about Night Monkey.
I care about Night Monkey.
It only reminds me of the shitty Spider-Man movie.
I care about
And
Night
all the complaints that I said about Tom Holland go for this one too. Mysterio is kind of weak ass motives. The only cool thing is the reveal. at the end where it's like Spider-Man's identity is revealed, and it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, J. Jonah Jameson is the only good part of this movie. You're right.
Yeah, that's true.
And he comes out at the end of the movie.
Yeah. I don't even like the spider suit that much. It's too like
No, it's bad.
bleh.
It's bad. I don't like either.
It's too MCU-ized. Spider-Man's supposed to be colorful.
Not black and red.
Yeah.
It's dumb as hell.
Black and red is supposed to be like if Spider-Man's like serious.
It's supposed to be superior Spider-Man's costume. Not fucking.
Yeah.
It is black and red. Don't tell me it's not.
No, it is. But like superior Spider-Man is more like, you know, gauntlets and the spider legs and stuff like that.
Yes. WandaVision.
When it came out,
I think it's.
I don't
one
like
of
that
those-
ending. That ending sucks ass.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does really well in the beginning.
I wouldn't put it in A. If you put it in B, I guess that's fine. But I would put it in C. But
I wouldn't put it in C. I think the beginning of the series is very strong.
I would say it's better than this.
I think. I think what ruins this is the ending.
Yeah.
Like it is very rushed, and
It's got fucking Darcy.
yeah.
Anytime I see Darcy, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing right now?
I think it does a really good job intriguing the audience.
People, so there was a behind the scenes at the Agatha show, which has changed like its titles 5,000 times. And people are like, yo, is this going to be a tax write-off? Because all we've seen of footage is like behind the scenes stuff. And people are like, the show comes out soon. Is this going to be a tax write-off?
Yeah, it's. I went ahead and put the Falcon and the Winter Soldier in.
I put it in D. I don't
F
think it's the
tier.
worst one,
It's
but it is pretty bad.
It's so bad.
I'm trying to,
It's like it
You know
is
what?
to me. It's levels
Fair enough.
of dark were
F.
bad.
because I don't really remember anything significant happening.
Nothing significant happens other than that becomes Captain America
Besides, one of the Wakanda ladies shows up.
to save what's his name?
The blonde lady turns bad, right?
Yep. She becomes like a
Zemo
arms dealer.
finally wears his little purple thing for 5 seconds, like in the comics, and it's like, yay.
And
Captain America with the. I did like the because he's an actual comic book character. The black super soldier that Falcon visits, where he's like, they did a bunch of test subjects on African Americans because we were expendable, kind of thing. And it's like, oh shit. And I'm like, wow, that was really mature way of handling that. And then Captain America Falcon now goes down and yells at a bunch of police officers. I'm like, oh man, we just had a really good thing going on earlier. I hope he doesn't make like a really forced speech about. Oh no, there we go.
no, it's bad. It's
Yeah,
bad.
it's not
It's
I
terrible.
like the outfit. I like the Falcon, Captain America outfits. Pretty similar to the comic book
I
version.
think what they also fuck up with this show is to fucking
Loki's just boring in it though.
yeah. How do you ruin
Yeah.
Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan's chemistry? They have such good chemistry in real life.
Like
how do you fuck that up?
like Bucky's like, I might want to fuck your sister, and he's like, what? Why? And he's like, I'm gonna fuck your sister with my metal arm. He's like, don't do that.
They have such good chemistry, and they fucking like. How do they do that? They have such good chemistry in real life.
Loki?
They're actually friends.
First season Loki, I would put maybe high B, low A.
Yeah, I honestly would put it above Winter Soldier.
I think that's fine.
I think it's definitely.
I don't. Again, I know what happens at the end of it.
It's so fucking bad.
No, it's not.
It's so cringe for thinking it's a good show.
No, it isn't. It's good.
Loki's an A tier.
Yeah.
It gives us a new Loki that we love and enjoy,
Mhm.
and really does a good job at characterizing Loki and figuring out like what makes him tick and kind of changing it and subverting it.
And I'm gonna note here the trial has officially begun, so we don't know what really happened and stuff like that. With the Jonathan Mayers controversy, we don't know because it's still going on trial and stuff, and we'll have to wait for the verdict. But Jonathan Mayers' performance in that is like he's such a fun kind of villainous character. He's just like, I know what everything's gonna happen, and then like he reaches a point, he's like, oh, this is the point in time. I have no idea what's gonna happen. Oh, what's gonna happen? Like he's fun in the role. I'm like, oh, we have our serious Thanos villain, and now we get kind of like this will be fun, but not over the top like a jokery way. Like I'm gonna make this phaser disappear.
Where are you in Loki season 2?
I haven't even started season 2 because we started season 2, me and my girlfriend, but then we were like, I don't really remember what happened in Loki, so we rewatched all of season 1 Loki, and we haven't found the time for season 2 yet.
I'll say this.
I know what happens in the end, though.
I think you'll like Jonathan Majors. I think you'll probably retract your statement.
Does he not do a good performance?
He does a great
season 2?
performance. I don't think as a character you'll like him as much.
Okay.
What happens in season 2 kind of
if he becomes annoying, then I won't.
No,
like it.
no, not annoying.
Okay.
I think they all do really well in season 2 as well.
You're making it seem like he's gonna look at the camera and go, "Comic books are gay. Comic books are gay." Stop it! No, they're not.
I just think they change his characterization to kind of get to a point where they're going to get rid of the character.
Yeah, which is weird because they just set a new writer for the Kang Dynasty movie, which means Kang is still going to be around, because why would they just not rename it at this point? So Kang's going to stick around, supposedly. Now, I don't understand what the big hubbub about is recasting Jonathan Majors, because Kang, there's multiple variations. You're gold.
Just do it.
Do fucking anything. Like, I didn't complain when Rhodey got recast. When General Ross is going to be recast as Harrison Ford is going to be
really?
General Ross in Thunderbolts and the new Captain America movie. Like, you've already done recastings. Like, why is this? Like, why are they all like, maybe we should just do Doctor Doom? I'm like, no, you build up to Doom. Build up to Doom. Don't just be like, Doom was behind the multiverse, because he's never been, like, don't do that. Don't do that. Please don't. I want Doom to be like the best MCU villain. If you rush him, it's just gonna, I mean, the MCU, sorry, left a bad taste in my mouth, but like, it's gonna be like shit cover.
You're gonna hate it. You're gonna hate it even more.
Anyways, Black Widow, F or D. This movie came too late. If it were like in the mid phase 2, maybe early phase 3 movies, fine. The character's already dead. There's no stakes in it, because we know Scarlett Johansson's going to make it out alive, and it introduces new characters that I don't care about. So why would I care if they make it out alive or not?
Well, because Florence Pugh's going to be in Thunderbolts.
She's pretty. She's pretty. She's very pretty. She also shows up in Hawkeye.
She does show up in Hawkeye.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of Hawkeye, I think What If is just okay.
I never finished What If. I watched it. I think I watched it past the Marvel Zombies one. I'm like, great. All right, I'm out. And I get how season 2 is going to connect with the other What Ifs. I'm like, I thought the whole point of the show is just an anthology where it's just like, oh, what if this? What if that? But like, they're making it serialized and like one major plot. I'm like, no. Just make it a bunch of random shit. That's what's cool about What Ifs.
Fuck you, because it makes us money. We can make that thing.
I don't know if you've heard about this thing called money.
Two white guys talking about a predominantly Asian cast movie.
Top of C-bomb. B. All right.
Yeah, I'll put it here. I think it's actually really good. I think it's a really good movie. I think they did a really good job with.
I like the fight choreography. That's the best.
Fight choreography is the best. They use practical effects with that shit. It's really awesome. Except for when space shit happens, which makes sense.
Yeah. The CGI dragon at the end, I'm like, oh yay, CGI giant monster.
No, yeah,
haven't seen that before.
Every single one of the endings suck.
And I kind of hate his costume, because it's just like, and I know the costume in the comics was just him with like a vest on and a handband and going, like that's it.
Yeah.
But like the costume is just like, hey, red shirt and red pants.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Like, and they make a grand reveal. I'm like, it's just a shirt and pants, man. It's nothing really. You want to add a cape or something? I don't know.
You name a woman. My fiance messaged me this a little bit ago.
Oh no.
That is so funny.
What'd she say?
Because she's watching. I'm guessing she's watching the stream.
Okay.
She messaged me and said, "Can you name a woman?" It's like I said, like I hate women or some bullshit, dumb shit.
So now we have to name a woman.
Yeah, because like I'm
like
a,
anyone,
a gross ass man talking about Marvel movies while wearing a Snuggie online.
That is, I mean, you chose the Snuggie.
Yeah,
I can tell you to do that. Eternals is not good.
Dude, Eternal is actually worse than Thor.
It's pretty bad.
So
what is the main villain's name? They never even say it in the movie.
He's just like an attorney.
First MCU sex scene though.
Is there a sex scene in this movie?
Yeah, remember when the guy and the Asian chick are banging? No, you don't remember that? Okay. Well, they do.
All I know is they just brought in Jon Snow.
I think it's gonna be.
And then Mahershala Ali shows up, and then his movie's being delayed like out the ass.
Yeah.
So
I think it's gonna be one of these MCU movies where it's just like, let's forget this ever happened. Like if Harry Styles shows up in any of these future Marvel movies,
he is.
I'm done.
He's going to.
I hope not.
That's the best part
I'm
of
Thanos'
this.
brother. I'm like, get the fuck off that. You're not a real actor. Did you see The Policeman? Holy shit, he's a terrible actor.
Dunkirk. Or not Dunkirk.
Yeah, it was Dunkirk.
He was in Dunkirk?
Yeah.
Like, Dunkirk and 1819 are I don't know why I think they're the same
18,
movie.
19?
1918.
1917. You mean?
1970. Was it
1917.
1917? You know what I'm talking about, though.
He wasn't in 1917.
I know, but they both are just give me the same vibe.
Because they're both in World War One.
Well, the first Dunkirk's in
World
World
War Two. Sorry, 1970. Oh, that one's in World War.
Just my brain thinks they're the same movie.
They're not.
I know. My brain thinks
he's
they
a really
are.
bad actor. He's terrible. Don't worry, darling. Did you see that one? It's
My
so
mom did.
stupid. Oh my!
My mom
God.
watched it.
The worst. He's very bad. He's one of those actors where he's like, yelling means I'm acting. And it's like that's not. No, you got to build up to the yelling. Stupid.
All right.
Yeah. It's bad.
Hawkeye.
Yeah, it was alright. Put that shit in C. I didn't think it was that.
It's
I like
pretty
Haley
bad.
Steinfeld. She's very pretty.
it's pretty bad.
No, I don't think so. I liked. Did I like Kingpin's involvement? Not really.
No, I didn't either. I think it was.
I was just more hyped up on the Netflix thing because I love the Netflix shows. I'm like, oh my god, it's real. I would put it in C, but D fine. Top of D fine.
No Way Home. This one's a tough one.
It is a toughie because I'm not putting in S tier.
Nope.
A tier, B.
I
We're
would
pretty
put it-
heavy on B though.
That doesn't matter. I think these two tiers should be the biggest sections. Personally, I think these should really be reserved.
Like my dick.
Anything like your penis. I would put it bottom of A tier if you really wanna. Or I would put it
Top of B.
okay. I'm fine with that.
Dude, the theater reveal of like all the Spider-Man, fucking awesome. Now watching it alone is weird because there's definitely pauses where the audience is supposed to go, yeah. So it's like, hey guys, I'm Spider-Man. It's like a 20-second pause. Huh? This guy, right?
I think that's the problem.
It's just it's more.
That's why I think. That's why I think this is a good place to put it. These
Yeah.
two together work because they're not movies.
No,
They're roller coaster. They're
yeah.
literally what Scorsese said.
Yeah,
They are roller coaster rides.
Yeah. The Doctor Strange plays a fun role in this. Seeing this. I like this version of Tom Holland because he actually suffers from something traumatic and then has to overcome it by not killing Green Goblin.
Yeah.
Like, this is Tom Holland's best Spider-Man stuff. And, like, if this new trilogy doesn't nail Miserable Spider-Man, we're really in for it.
That's if he's even in it, bro.
They should just do Miles.
He said he's not doing it. He
He
said
said they're writing Spider-Man 4.
I thought he wasn't gonna do it though.
No. That was early on. He was like, oh, I want to take a break from acting, but I think he's ready to gear up for Spider-Man 4. Because he was saying that before the actor strike and stuff like that.
I'm just worried that they're gonna make it some big cosmic shit. I feel
No,
like with him,
you have to, like, with this, he's his own hero now. He's graduated from Iron Man Jr. Just make him friendly neighborhood. Never send him to space, the multiverse. It's done. If Spider-Man just becomes this multiverse vessel, I'm sick of it. I'm already seeing with Madam Web and stuff like that. Like, I can't have Spider-Man just be involved with
Spider-Man
multiverse.
across the Spider-Verse and all that shit work.
Yeah, that's multiverse. Be friendly neighborhood. I would love it if, like, the main villain in this, or, like, side character is Black Cat. Because he's like, oh, I'm still in love with MJ, but, like, this new girl's kind of into me. Like,
I think that would work.
Conflict. Whoa, we've never seen this before.
I think that would work better because of the fact that, like, we have, like, Spider-Man stalking fucking MJ.
Yeah.
And shit, but then, like,
Kingpin is in the MCU now. Kingpin is an awesome Spider-Man villain.
He's not going to be the villain for this. He's going to be the villain for the deaf chick.
Echo. That kind of looks awesome. I'm not
I
gonna
haven't
lie.
seen the trailer for it.
It looks kind of sick.
I give less of a fuck about it. I'm sorry.
Whoa. Real emphasis on the fuck there.
I really don't care about it. Who was asking for it?
No, because Kingpin can just like, because one of the most popular Spider-Man comics is Ultimate Spider-Man, and like Kingpin literally does this. He buys the likeness to the rights to Spider-Man in the comic, and he's like, I own all your merchandise, motherfucker. Anytime someone buys a Spider-Man thing, that money comes to me. And Spider-Man's just like, because he's a high schooler, and he's like, yo, what? That's so fucking scummy and capitalist of you, you fuck. Like, I want that kind of thing. And like Kingpin being like, oh, you mean your Aunt May? Well, I guess he doesn't have Aunt May anymore. Oh, maybe Kingpin's not a good fit for this, actually.
I was thinking,
or he could be, because Spider-Man's like, I literally have nothing you can take away from me. I have nothing.
I was thinking actually, what's his name? Kraven would be better for this. Granted, they're not making a movie with Bad Bunny.
Yeah,
but Kraven would have been better. Kraven would have been a good one because it would have at least been contained in New York.
Yeah, I'm going to, and it has to be over the not the Aaron or what's his name, the Kick-Ass.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, like not the sexy, like I want bearded chest hair, just like psychopath Kraven. Like, I'm going to fucking get you.
Like, because I think a Black Cat should be in the next one. I think it would work to have somebody play off of Spider-Man.
Yeah. Just make Spider-Man 2 the game. Have the lizard in there. Have Kraven. Have like,
Bro.
just a bunch of animal stuff.
No, just
fine with it.
What? Just make Spider-Man PS4.
Honestly,
make Spider-Man PS4.
Because it's an older Spider-Man. I want older Spider-Man. None of this high school. Like, make him like he's a confident hero.
Struggling to get a job. He just finished his GED.
Exactly.
Like,
barely can even get his GED because he's always late for shit. Like, give me Spider-Man 2 movie. Now we have to clarify all this shit.
Spider-Man 2 movie.
Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2 Tobey Maguire movie.
Yeah. The list just gets, the title just gets longer. But yeah, no. I think B is fine because it's just a fan film and or a fan favorite film, and it's just
because you're right, like you can't watch this at home. Like, it just doesn't work. You have to be in an audience to watch it. Moon Knight, you're
fucking F tier. Fuck that shit.
Sure, I've never seen Moon Knight.
Moon Knight is supposed to be like, what if Batman was fucking crazy and had multiple personalities, and they're like, hey, you guys like National Treasure? It's like, yeah, but
no,
that has nothing to do.
This.
Like, Moon Knight's only National Treasure-esque thing is like how he got his Moon Knight powers. Besides that, he's like, hey, how about I carve the face off of one of my major villains? And the major villain's like, I don't want you to do that. He's like, and he's like, was it me who did that? Or was it Moon Knight who did that? Wah. Or like him going through to like therapy, and it's like, is the therapy session real? Is Moon Knight even a real character? Or is it just something Mark made up in his head? But it's like, you like Uncharted?
The movie? Yeah.
Yeah, with Tom Holland, we're gonna make that, but Moon Knight. And it's like, no. And I love like the press going into this. Kevin Feige is like, there's some scenes where we have to cut away from the violence, and I'm like, ooh, we're gonna get a violent. No, I fucking hate it. And that ending battle scene, they literally like cut away from it, and it's just the villain defeated. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And like, there's literally gods like throwing shit at each other and stuff. Future MC movies, don't even fucking mention. Wait, Egyptian gods are real? What about Jesus? Or the Eternal Titan guy hanging from the fucking earth? What's up with that, man? Like, there's so much shit that they just do. It's like, that won't affect the rest of humanity. Like, at least with Endgame, Tony Stark touched upon this civil war with one line. At least they acknowledge it. But this one's like, oh, they acknowledged it. It was in a news report in the background. It's like, that's not acknowledging what the fuck happened. That's just a scapegoat.
I mean, all of the Phase 5 stuff is
like
should be addressed in some way or another.
Yeah.
And it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are a lot of things that... What makes the Phase 5 stuff not work is that the Avengers exist.
Yeah.
Like, yes, in the other movies, Avengers exist.
Or barely exist.
But a lot of these movies are like origin stories.
Yeah.
The Avengers shouldn't be in them. Mm-hmm. But like with like Eternals, the Avengers should have been there.
Yeah.
With No Way Home, the Avengers should have been there. Like,
Even in Spider-Man 2, where the symbiotes are ruling over New York and the Avengers Tower is just there, it's like, hey man,
Yeah, that doesn't
we
make
can
any
use
sense.
Thor right now.
That makes no sense. Like, at least in Web of Shadows, other superheroes are in the
Wolverine
game.
shows up, it gives you a quiz. It's like, who joined the new Avengers? You have to select
so
who did.
funny. I looked that shit up because I had no idea. I was like
Yeah.
10 when I played.
You ever see the Spider-Man 3 quick time events where, like, if you fail to save, like, some scientist lady strapped up, he just lands face flat on the ground,
No,
and then she goes,
"I
"I need to die," and then the building just explodes.
What else? What
Doc-
else is like Captain, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier should have had the Avengers at some point.
Yeah,
Like the Avengers should have been a part of Secret Invasion.
right.
Like all of these things should have had the Avengers, and it all falls apart because they don't have the
Yeah,
Avengers.
and then How I Met Your Death was Secret Invasion. Robin's part of it, and I think she dies, right? Or does she come back? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't.
I don't know.
Doctor
Multiverse
Strange,
of Madness. I also think it's kind of a B
I
tier.
think it's C.
No, I think it's.
I think it's top C.
I'll give it top C. But I think with this, it people just didn't like Sam Raimi as a director.
No, I like this little horror stuff, but like that's about it. And our main issue with Multiverse of Madness is like, where the multiverse at, yo?
Dude, it's so dumb. There's 3 universes
Yeah.
they go to. It's so goofy. At
And
least
then
with,
like Patrick Stewart shows up, he's like, "Oh,
I mean, to
and they're
be
like,
fair,
Patrick, say the lines. Fuck. Say the lines, Patrick.
I want to go.
Put
back
him in
to,
the uncomfortable
I
chair.
want to go back to Picard. I don't even know why.
And Picard.
Hello,
Hello,
I think
Spock. His name is Doctor Strange. Fuck it, we'll just CGI it.
I think though, if we're gonna be critical on that, we should be critical on
okay.
across the Spider-Verse too, because they don't show a lot of universes. They just show a lot of Spider-Man. Do you think that makes up for it?
But at least that's something. But like all the like multiple other versions and stuff are just confined to like one room.
They all died.
Yeah, and they all died and play no significant part in the plot whatsoever.
Because for some godforsaken reason, Wanda is
We got to see
stronger than
Black Bolt get his brain melted and Mr. Fantastic turned into spaghetti. Isn't that cool and edgy?
and Captain Britain sliced
The
him.
edgy like PG or edgy 13-year-old me would be like, yo, that was so awesome when Scarlet Witch like snapped Professor X's neck. Whoa, it was so cool. But like
The worst part
now
of it
looking
though
at
is
hindsight, it's like why was he even there? Why?
because he's part of the Illuminati. So
With
cool.
Captain Britain.
Who dies?
Who dies? And Mr. Fantastic, who's not going to be played by Jim in the
Going to
Office.
be played by
Pedro
Pascal.
Pascal. I hate, like, just get, like, it doesn't have to be a star every single time. I don't understand it.
Yeah, but I know Pedro. He played Joel,
It's annoying.
and he played the Mandalorian.
He did play the Mandalorian, or at least voiced.
I think
That
what makes with the Multiverse of Madness is I actually wanted it to be a horror movie,
Yes.
and then
And
it wasn't.
they start to approach it, but
They don't.
And
They
even
don't.
at the end of WandaVision, I never felt like she was nuts or anything
Well,
like
the
that.
problem is
It was just like a huge.
the problem with the thing is though with Wanda is the only reason she's a villain is because she wants her kids.
Yeah. Oh, what a evil motherfucker.
Man, so mother wants her kids
Yeah.
back. God, what a fucking crazy
You should
idea.
talk to Scarlet.
Yes, she never had kids,
Yeah.
Joe, but it doesn't make her a villain for wanting kids. It's the same thing. Like it's the same thing with fucking Black Widow. I'm a monster because I can't conceive children. It's like, no, you're not terrible people. Why'd you make her a villain because she wanted to have kids with the Vision? Like
Yeah,
it's so
yeah.
fucking dumb.
It is very dumb. Anyways,
Um,
you know what else is dumb? Is a fucking love Thor. Do we even need to say anything? No, fuck that. It's F tier.
It's not F tier.
It is.
I don't
F-tier.
think it's F tier.
You know what? Yeah, I'm fine.
Because like with these are so bad. These
They
are
try
so
to make
unbearable.
everything else funny, and then they're like, but Jane has cancer. It's like,
Yeah, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
I mean, isn't that the whole point of her character in the actual comic when she becomes Thor?
Yes, but
Also, no.
like she literally replaces Thor, whereas like they're working side by side in this one, and it's all like, oh, I'm so like, oh, I'm so enchanted by you, Natalie Portman, because you have a personality of a piece of wood.
And then, dude, there's too many
They-
shitty jokes.
Dude, okay, so the villain in this, Gore the God Butcher,
Mhm.
is in one of the greatest Thor stories of all time. And if they literally just adapted it, that would be great. Like, it's it's 3 separate Thors. So it's Thor of the past, where he's arrogant and stuff. Thor in the middle, where he first starts being a superhero, and then experienced Thor, and they all have to fight Gore in different timelines, but like at the same time they like intersect and stuff. And like it's literally like, hey, Thor's a Norse mythology figure, right? How about we make Thor but like a Viking? And then all of a sudden, whoa! And apparently, Garth Edwards is directing.
You said you wanted to be a part of this?
Actually, I'm just gonna listen. Because everything Jane is saying, I 100% support it.
Okay. Garth Edwards.
So you can grab
who,
a chair.
Yeah, you can grab a chair. Okay. Garth Edwards, who directed Godzilla 2014, is going to direct Thor 5, and they're going for a more serious Thor. I'm like, great. Literally, just make Thor a Viking. That's it. Just make him be Asgard. Make it that.
Just make God. Just make.
I don't
God of
understand.
War Thor.
Yes.
Just make Thor
Like-
like it's God of War.
I don't get rid of the daughter. I don't want that. Because that was just like tacked on at the end. Because it's Chris Hemsworth's daughter.
Is it really?
Mhm.
That's crazy. Did not know that.
No, that part was stupid, though.
Yeah. Like, literally just make a serious Thor, because that's what Thor is. He's a fucking god, but, like, the MCU is like, look at this fucking little derpy motherfucker.
Look at the goofball.
Remember when he was fat? That's another complaint in Endgame. Like, he was just fat throughout the whole thing. I'm like, what the... I can't take the Thor fighting Thanos seriously when he has a beard cut. I'm sorry, I just can't do it.
In B?
Yeah.
It's just a roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a movie.
I hate you.
Like, think about it, Joe, for like a second. Get the idea of playing with your action figures out of your head
No,
for a
it's not
moment.
that. It's the...
Iron Man died.
It's like...
Iron Man died and made me cry.
It's back to what we...
Morgan wanted to eat a burger at the end of the movie.
I can't eat a burger no more because my daddy died.
Why is she... we totally forgot to talk about this.
Oh, yeah.
Why is she smiling at her father's
She's like,
will?
I love you
She's like
3,000.
smirking.
She's like,
smirking.
finally,
like,
I can take over the Stark Enterprise.
like, yeah, she's a child. She shouldn't comprehend death.
Yeah.
But like, also, she's like got like a smirk. Like
Yeah.
she's like
It's a child actor.
Whatever.
so bad. It's
Yeah,
so
no.
We're
goofy.
gonna critique a 5-year-old.
Bro, I will critique a 5-year-old.
0 out of 10. One of
Today,
the worst
today
5-year-old.
my coworker made me listen to Drake's son's mixtape.
Oh
I
my
haven't-
god.
I
That shit is
Shit's so
trash.
bad. He's 5 years old, but he's just talking into the mic.
Yeah.
Like, it's so bad.
It is bad.
All right, Miss Marvel. I've never seen it.
I would put it in the middle of WandaVision Spider-Man. It's pretty good. I don't like how they influenced her powers, though, because in the comics, it's just like she expand her hands into giant fists.
Yeah.
And, like, kind of has, like, Mr. Fantastic powers, but, like, very limited. Whereas this one, it's like, what if we just gave her lasers? I was like,
Lasers are cool.
okay. Anything else? They're like, it's lasers now. No, but, like, and it plays up, like, on the Muslim faith and stuff like that. Like, it actually teaches you a lot about the
Oh, so
culture
this is
and stuff
another.
like
This is
that.
another show / movie where now 3 white guys get to talk about.
Yes.
I'm
and
definitely
they
gonna
all
surprise
just
you.
meet at B. They're all B. They'll never be up to it.
They'll never be an A because fuck that.
Is Loki, is that including 1 and 2?
I've only
just
seen
one.
season 1.
Just one, really.
I know what happens in
put it
season
over
2.
Avengers, personally. You know why?
I do not agree with that.
we both know what we all know what happens, but
Yeah.
we'll talk. I don't really want to get.
You're
into
holding
it.
too strong on Avengers. I think that shit is a B.
It's not a B,
It
dude.
is.
It's a you're fucking dumb as shit.
No.
It's just the first of
Dude,
its
shut
kind.
the fuck
That's
up!
it.
You cannot tell me Iron Man 3 is A.
It's so good.
And
Fine.
Avengers is
If you
B,
keep
you're
Avengers,
fucking
I'll keep
goofy.
Iron Man 3.
Exactly.
Fine.
That's what I'm-
Fine.
That's where we
Well, then
are
stop bringing it up.
compromising.
Then stop bringing it up.
You brought it up. You brought it up. Huh?
What?
Huh?
Lower my voice.
No.
What were you doing? Oh, you were just in the background doing shit. I saw you on the camera over
Yeah.
there, motherfucker.
I said, you
Okay.
guys both suck. At
We gotta handle this one delicately.
Kill me now. That's what I said.
She-Hulk.
I haven't seen it, but I want to put it on F because of how dumb it is.
It's not a bad show until the last episode.
No. It's pretty bad. Like, the writing is pretty fucking awful.
Yeah, but the reason why it's awful is because it's made by an AI.
Wait, is that what it was?
Wait, what?
It ends with fucking.
Oh yeah.
The show ends,
But that's like a giant cop out. Like I get the joke, but it's just like, oh, we didn't really care about these plot points. Fuck it.
That's what I'm saying. I thought it was all right.
I should maybe top a D.
Sure, top of D.
I would watch Hawkeye over Hulk any day of the week.
The thing is, though, here's the problem. I went out of my way to watch She-Hulk because I was interested.
Mm-hmm.
Like with every other show, I have zero
comic
interest.
Twitter treated this like it was like perfect, but the only problem in the whole show, she's never really like. The only people that are good to her are the people that are just like, "You're so great, 10 out of 10, yay, 10 out of 10." Like, and whoever's like, I think you're kind of shitty for this one thing. She's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
like it's just like, and the CGI. I mean, obviously, it's bad. It's twerking. She-Hulk. I don't care how empowering it is. It looks really fucking stupid.
No, because she loves Megan Thee Stallion.
Next to Meg Thee Stallion, like I'm like, is this real life? Am I real?
Here, Joe, real quick, could you lower the light for you because you're too bright?
You shine too brightly. Diamond.
There you go.
Yeah, the comedy just didn't land for me. If it landed for you, that's great.
Didn't land for me at all.
Oh, no.
Didn't laugh once watching this show.
No.
I just was like, honestly, better than Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
The one clip that gets me hilarious is that Hulk just introduces his son.
Yeah.
So
wait, what?
He's never gonna be in there again. Remember at the the cookout or whatever at the very end where she brings Daredevil with her, and then like Hulk's like, by the way, here's my son. It's like, wait, did you have sex in the Hulk body or when did you have sex, Hulk?
Well, that's the crazy thing. It's like he always I think it was in Avengers.
Because his name, I think
he was like, I can't have kids.
Yeah, because I think in the comics, his son's name is Skulk or something like that.
I don't fucking know.
I think Skulk is right though.
Yeah, and he just shows. He doesn't even say anything. He's just like,
yeah, like who the fuck? Does
who the fuck are you?
Who plays him? Does anyone know?
Dude, they fucking ruin Hulk in all these movies. He just fucking sucks.
When did it go downhill for you? I can't.
When did I say?
I think after Thor.
After Avengers. Oh, after Ragnarok. Yeah,
after Ragnarok.
Yeah.
What happened to him? Like, what else has he been?
Then he becomes a nerd. No. He gets his ass. He gets his ass beat by Thanos. Then he can't turn into the Hulk anymore, so he has to wear the Hulk Buster armor.
Oh yeah, Infinity.
And then like in Endgame, he's like, "Hi, I'm a nerd now." That's not
Hulk body now. Yeah,
I'm super smart now.
Yeah. I thought Werewolf. What is it?
Werewolf by Night.
I thought it was fun.
Where would you put it? I haven't seen it.
I like C.
Top where and C.
Like above What If. Okay. Yeah.
It's up to watch it. I think it looks cool.
Man-Thing shows up, which is cool.
Wait,
he's like a Swamp Thing equivalent.
I'll have to check it out because I was curious about it.
DC and Marvel need to,
yes, they're
creative in their own way. They can't copy each other. Jesus.
Oh, they've been doing that.
Yeah,
Black Cat.
I did not.
Catwoman.
Wait, what did you say? Swamp Thing?
Man-Thing.
Man-Thing is Marvel. Swamp Thing is DC.
Yeah,
I forget which one came first. I think DC.
It's always DC. It's always DC.
It's true.
Well, didn't they just take Swamp Thing from the fucking 1930s movie?
Creature of the Black Lagoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Hulk is
DC though.
Jekyll and Hyde.
Still DC.
That's what it is.
All right. Guardians Holiday Special.
I have no opinion.
C tier. It's
so put it low, please. If you put anything higher than
I'll put it there.
Like, I'm pretty sure all the movies are better than that.
It was kind of funny. I don't know.
Okay, now we're back to the section.
The only significance is like Mantis and Peter are technically brother sister, right?
Yes.
Half brother and sister, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
And then Kevin Bacon is officially in the MCU.
That's awesome.
And so is Meg Thee Stallion.
That's so fucking crazy.
Well, Meg Thee Stallion, but I think she's a lawyer, so Kevin Bacon's Kevin Bacon.
That is a good point, actually.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Fuck
so she actually
wait.
Does she play a character or is she Meg Thee Stallion?
She plays a character.
She definitely displays it.
I think she's a lawyer.
Like she's a fictional character. She's not called Meg Thee Stallion in it.
I'm pretty sure. I could be completely wrong. I haven't seen it. I just the scene that
Dude,
saw.
We've seen the show and we don't remember it, so it's very much not important.
oh look, Kevin Feige is a robot.
No, that was awesome.
So
I'm not
funny.
gonna cap. That was hilarious.
It's just
No, it wasn't funny. It's dumb.
he literally goes into the writers' room. I'm like,
Because the reality is like
it's so millennial coded. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like,
it's a worse version of Deadpool because at least what Deadpool does is like he doesn't jump into the writer's room. He just fucks around with the universe.
Yeah.
He knows it exists. He knows it's there.
Yeah.
And in the movies, he just fucks with the universe.
1 or 2.
I was gonna say as a joke. I was gonna say as a joke in Deadpool 3, they go to Age of Ultron and Deadpool's the one who kills Peter.
Huh?
Deadpool's the one who Deadpool's the one who shoots Quicksilver in Age of Ultron.
Perfect.
I think that would be so fuck because he was like, dude, it would be funny. It's like they killed Quicksilver and just imagine the bullets with Fox's thing on there. It's just Deadpool killing Peter.
20%.
Yeah, he's got he's like that's for just to make sure the timelines are good.
That's perfect.
I thought that'd be so funny.
Well, it is supposed to integrate.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
All right, Wakanda Forever.
I really like this.
Let's have 3 white guys talk about another movie full of black people, and Mexicans and Hispanics.
full of black women.
Full of black women
wow.
and Hispanic culture,
I like this one a lot.
specifically Aztec culture.
Yeah.
So Mexican culture.
Yeah.
It's a really good movie.
A.
I think it was
I
the
agree.
First one.
It is
Below
definitely
Yeah.
right there. I think they do a really. It's over Winter Soldier and Iron Man
Iron
3.
Man.
Nah, not Winter Soldier. Nah,
I don't like that movie.
I know
It's
you
not
don't.
good.
You're just an idiot.
Finally, someone says it out loud.
I do think it's better than the Winter Soldier.
There's only
I
one
think-
good scene that whole time movie that got me with chills, and that was when they were introducing him in the underwater temple.
Nah, that shit when he was taking over the ship and he's literally just floating in midair in shadow. It's like, what the fuck is that? And then when he just like literally shows up to the shores of Wakanda, like, hey, yeah, I know where your entrance is. If you fuck with me, I will literally destroy your whole fucking nation.
Yeah.
Bye.
So cool.
Like, holy shit. Too bad. I think he also got elected.
Yes, he also
Wait,
was.
what?
Yes,
The-
the
the,
actor for
The main guy,
yeah, he got
or what do they call it? Namor?
Namor.
Because
He-
Universal owns the Submariner. So they're just like, fucking, it's
Dude,
Namor.
Come on, man. What's
But
up
yes,
with
the
these
actor
people,
was
bro?
also allegedly
What's up with these people?
Yeah.
essayed somebody.
Yeah.
So
In
yeah,
Minecraft.
there's that. But I do think Wakanda Forever is really good. I think it kind of gives off a better vibe. Like
It's
it
a political
reminds me-
thriller in disguise of a superhero movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then also it does what Fast 8 did.
Mhm.
In a very tasteful way as well.
Go into space.
Fast 8 is the movie where Paul Walker is dead.
Oh, right.
And they tribute him at the end.
Yeah, that was done very well.
And they really do a good job at the end of this movie
Yeah.
being like,
How do you feel about? I think we already talked about it in one of the episodes, but them being like, oh, this is T'Challa, the child, so then they can recast T'Challa.
oh
in the
yeah,
future.
that was so dumb. That was
I
very
think it's
obvious.
fine.
It's fine. It's goofy.
Because how else? How else?
Because
What, you gonna CGI fucking Chadwick Boseman?
to me, it's like at that point, just keep Lakeisha Wright as the fucking Black Panther,
She's
But she's a woman,
COVID
so-
denier, so I don't
dude.
know.
Who gives a shit?
know, she's
They're keeping Jonathan Majors
Possibly.
no, they're keeping him. Like, I'm sorry, they'll
think-
probably end him in
Well,
Kang.
if the trial doesn't go well, he might face a year in jail time. So it's really up in the air.
We'll find out.
Wait, I
Yeah.
thought it was all good.
No, they just
trial
started the
just started.
today.
Oof.
Yeah.
I actually love that.
Speaking of Jonathan Majors and terrible things,
Okay, to be fair, I was completely intoxicated while watching this, so I'm gonna put it in F. But again, I was
no, it's
completely
F, dude. We saw this in theaters. We wasted our money
King
on
got
this.
his ass beat by a bunch of ants.
Conquer.
The-
Mostly the
Kang-
best one.
That's the main villain in this whole fucking phase is the fucking dude who gets his ass beat by ants.
He's dead.
He's dead. And the actress who played Scott's daughter, fucking terrible. She was
So
god
bad.
awful in that. The only cool scene is when they're in the jail cell and like King's acting all threatening. Besides that, that's about it. And they wasted the Good Place guy. What is his name?
I know who you're talking about.
I don't know.
But what do you mean they wasted him?
Like
The
he
character?
he would have been a great Reed Richards. casting him as Reed Richards.
Oh, I see that.
That would have been so good. But instead of like,
And they also wasted what's his name? The guy who's usually in pairing with the Mandarin. The guy in the giant the big face dude.
oh yeah, yeah,
MODOK. He's usually like a sidekick to fucking what's his name, right?
Man, yeah. At
Yeah.
least in the cartoon it was.
No, even in the comics and in the video games, I've seen that.
Psychic to who?
To the Mandarin.
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's kind of a joke of a character in a way. No one gives a fuck about him. Although the Hulu series MODOK is very funny, voiced by Pat Oswalt. It's like from the same creators of Robot Chicken, but it's just like MODOK trying to like be famous, and everyone's like, "You're fucking MODOK. Who the fuck are you?" And he has like a family and shit like that. It's actually pretty funny.
It's so funny.
It got canceled, obviously.
Speaking of funny, good, and definitely in a league
Put it on
above
the
its
top,
own.
baby.
Have we watched it? I don't think that's just me.
It's,
To be fair, I have not rewatched it,
it's good.
but it's
I
it's
rewatched it. I rewatched it recently.
Put over those two though.
I would put it here. I will concede and put it here.
I won't even put over the first one.
I think it's better.
No,
than the
no,
first
it's definitely
one.
better than the first one.
Definitely better than the
1000%.
first one. But I will concede it's not better than Infinity War.
Dude, with the fucking little rabbit thing, it's like rabbit run, or whatever it says, and then fucking gets blasted. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my
Dude,
god!
that shit was like
The walrus has his brains fucking blown out. There were kids sitting right next to me and my girlfriend watching that. I'm like, these fuckers cry. Like,
Dude, it's so
It was
you were
good.
laughing, by the
Intense.
way. You were laughing at that.
yeah, he's
I
a
was
fucking
laughing.
maniac.
It was a fucking.
That was
villain.
funny in the Flash show. That was justified. With the fucking babies in the microwave, that shit was stupid.
We should have done a DC tier list. What are we doing?
It would just be all F.
Who? No, we wouldn't. I would put the Flash as an S tier solely for the babies falling out of the building.
So stupid.
That shit was so funny.
Yeah.
I couldn't hold it in. Me and you were laughing so fucking hard. It was so bad.
Wait, I was in the theater with you guys. for
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, you were,
I
yeah.
was like, dude, it's
No,
not.
yeah, Joe,
funny.
and Joe kept asking me like, "So what the fuck is happening?" I'm like, "I have no idea, Joe."
Dude, it
but
was.
yeah, Guardians 3.
You're crazy. You don't think that scene was funny, bro?
No, I was.
It looks so.
No one else was laughing but you two, by the way.
Sweet.
There were a bunch of kids running up and down the aisle,
The whole
and everyone was
movie.
talking. And one jackass was laughing at every joke, even though it wasn't funny. Like, there was a lot wrong in that theater. I don't know, because you keep
No. That
hold
was
on,
the
hold on,
best
hold on.
movie experience I've ever had.
You keep complaining about like, you know, like, oh, anytime I enter a movie, there's always people talking. Usually when I go to the theaters, I never experienced that. But when I went with you that one time, it happened. So I think you just got bad luck on you or something.
Didn't we go see another movie together and it was fine? What movie did we see together also?
That we only went to see The Flash, and you refused to see Five Nights at Freddy's with me in theaters. So fuck you.
Yeah,
You know that's not
That movie
true.
was trash.
No, that
Dude,
movie
it's
was
the
bad.
highest grossing Blumhouse
Yeah,
movie
it
ever.
was
You guys can't
trash.
say it's trash.
It is bad.
Have you not seen it?
They're making a sequel.
We all, dude, I saw it with you.
Oh yeah.
We saw it in Washington.
I was definitely fucked up that night.
You didn't drink that much at that.
Okay, what else is there to say about Guardians 3? I mean, it's good.
It,
It's great. 10 out
It
of 10.
sucks because it's gonna be the last. Like it's genuinely, to me at least right now,
It's going to be the last
good
good MCU movie, yeah.
Well, what's after this now?
The
It's-
Marvels. Oh, Deadpool 3. Oh, shit.
We'll never know about Blade. We'll never know.
Yeah,
about-
Blade, that's
No,
probably
it's
not
still in the works now.
hold on. Can we,
I could pull it up.
yeah, look it up. Let's see what we have in
They
store
got
for
their
us.
writers back, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, writer strike is over. Actor strike is over, so everything's all set.
No, they fired the writers, and I think they got them back.
Apparently, they were like 4 episodes into the new Daredevil series and scrapped the whole fucking
What?
yeah. Dude.
No way! I was so looking forward.
What's
to
in just
So
look
the
up
films. The films consist
oh
of
Fantastic Four.
Thunderbolts, Blade, Avengers.
This is out of
two
date.
Avengers
No,
movies.
Ali. What?
It was
Oh,
going to be
starring
Blade
him.
if he even is.
I thought that was some.
You know, there was one of the Blade scripts that they wrote where Blade was like the 4th main character in his own fucking movie. It was about like 3 female vampire hunters, but Blade was like a side character in his own movie. What the fuck are we doing here, man? We have a perfect Blade movie. It was with Wesley Snipes. Just fucking put him in the fucking thing.
He's gonna be in it. Deadpool 3 or or something like that. Secret
That
Wars,
that would be fucking sick.
supposedly.
That'd be sick. Let's say not sex, sick.
Century, yeah.
Oh yeah, it was low key confirmed that who voices Invincible?
Yeah.
The Asian guy.
Wait, he's
Played
being
Glenn?
Century?
Yeah, he's gonna be the Sentry.
He's not even that
apparently.
big.
Yeah, well, I don't give a fuck.
What do you mean Stephen Yeun isn't
Yeah,
that big?
he was
in
I'm
like
talking
Walking
about
Dead.
big, bro.
Robert
Not
Kirkman.
like big.
Robert Kirkman literally on a live stream, he's like, yeah, Steve called me up. He's like, oh, it's so weird how I play these yellow and blue costume characters. And he pretty much, like, Robert Kirkman pretty much low-key confirmed that, like, he's going to play the Sentry. Which he's a complex character.
This movie's coming out in 3 months. No, this is 2025.
Oh, no.
Brave New World.
So, okay, all right, here we go. So, Deadpool 3. Is this going in? Wait, which way is
It's
it going?
coming-
Where, side by side? Or
Yeah, this way.
yeah, side. Okay. So, Deadpool 3. Captain America, which are different reshoots. Fantastic Four, which they don't even have all the cast of. Thunderbolts, that's going to be shit, probably. Blade's not happening for a while. Kang, and then Secret Wars.
Dude, I want to be almost.
Deadpool's the only one I'm
30.
interested in, honestly.
I
Secret
too-
That's it?
I'm gonna be
7? And by
completely.
2027? Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
I know I say this all the time, like I'm done with Marvel,
Yeah.
but I truly think I'm done after Deadpool. I don't care about any.
I'm not going to
other
see,
games.
unless if Captain America has a great
Well,
trailer.
no, Secret Wars would be the next thing I'm looking forward to at Deadpool.
No, because here's the problem: they fuck it up every time. They fuck it up.
No, but
Civil War,
Okay,
Ultron.
But it's gonna be hard to fuck Secret Wars up because Kevin Feige's like, anyone who was in a Marvel movie, come on board.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna have like
awesome.
a Marvel. It's gonna have like a which one's the Spider-Man multiverse one? The
No Way Home.
No Way Home. It's gonna be like it's probably gonna be a B tier at best because it's like, holy shit, Hugh Jackman and Tobey Maguire finally on screen together. Like that's just cool to see.
God.
That's just gonna be dope to see.
He's the guy. He's the guy I make fun of. I love you, Joe, but God.
And
damn.
Secret Wars, literally, its
I
inception
hate it. I hate
in the
it.
comics was just like, how about we create characters and sell action figures?
Wait, do you think
Secret Wars came out with the black suit Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's gonna die?
No,
No,
No, isn't that how Secret
Spider-Man's
Wars
a-
starts?
it's a cash cow.
no. Spider-Man doesn't die. Spider-Man has the black suit the whole.
Yeah, he
fucking
gets the
movie.
black suit.
No,
That's where he gets-
Either
that's where he
Civil
gets the
War or
symbol.
Secret Wars. Spider-Man dies. Which one was it? Is it Civil War?
No,
No.
he gets. Are we talking comics?
Yeah, comics.
No, he just reveals himself and then he joins Captain America's team, but he doesn't die. He dies in the Ultimate Universe. I think that's the Ultimate Universe.
Yeah, it says Ultimate Universe.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chad. I'm just looking at
What
this
was it?
shit.
Um,
What?
I look at Tumblr, I
I
guess.
think he might have canonically died. Oh, he canonically died during Superior Spider-Man's run, where Dr. Octopus switched bodies with him, and then Dr. Octopus becomes the Superior Spider-Man. But then he gets his conscious swapped back, so then he's alive again.
So it's 616 dies.
Yeah.
Joe's right.
I am right.
616
I know what I'm
universe.
fucking
Wait,
talking
I
about.
think it's Civil War.
Secret Wars. That's how it starts. I remember this shit.
616 Peter dies
Wait, what?
to save room in Secret Wars.
That's how it starts.
Which Secret Wars?
The Secret Wars.
Not the one in the 1980s, because that's
Oh,
the
yeah,
one that.
No, I'm talking about like the what they fucking do now with the refurbished shit.
What?
Yeah, not 19 whatever, like early like 2000 something. They made Secret Wars again, and
No, they made.
he dies in that one.
Um,
And that starts it. Or is it the 1840 or 1984? I swear it looked new when I.
616 has definitely died. I don't think.
Yeah,
it's
he
been
dies
more
in
than
this.
I know what I'm talking.
I'm looking at it.
about.
Secret Wars casualties.
once. Wait, then he
These
gets the
guys
black
don't
outfit.
know comics. I do.
I don't think it is. I haven't read Secret Wars.
I haven't read it either. I use Comic Historian. That guy's the goat. Shout out Comic Historian.
I don't think he needs to shut him out.
Definitely not.
Actually, he's kind of been struggling recently, unfortunately.
Has he? Oh, I haven't watched it.
No, Back in Black. That's during J. Michael Straczynski's run. It's during the Morlan shit.
reading. Sorry, chat.
He doesn't talk in Secret Wars.
I haven't. I don't know.
I'll look it up on our own. Then you guys can confirm it next.
Yeah.
Next time we're doing we're live streaming the fucking Game Awards. So this is it, bro.
Words.
Yeah, I've been playing Alan Wake 2.
Is it good?
What?
Game's so
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go eat dessert.
I've been playing Xenoblades. Should I stop playing Xenoblades and
Bye,
play?
chat.
Bye.
Bye, JJ. Fuck you.
Love you too. You just said love you first, motherfucker.
He didn't say I love you. He just said bye.
Oh, you just said. Oh, I thought I heard I love you.
No, he did not say that. Sorry,
Oh,
buddy.
oops. Oh well, there goes my dreams.
Yeah.
I think good list.
I think that was a pretty good list.
It's pretty F tier heavy, which I was surprised by. I mean, 2 of them were ones we haven't seen. To be fair.
Yeah, but I honestly think that like with the MCU, there have been just too much mid.
Yeah.
It's all just mid, and this is not me being like, I'm a movie snob. I haven't watched a fucking movie all year.
I know.
Except for Trolls 2.
I suggested, like, why don't we do like movies of 2023? He's like, dog, I haven't seen shit except The Flash.
Like for real. I kid you not, if we go in the catalog of all the movies we've like reviewed this year, it's all I've watched. Oh no, I'm wrong. We have seen another movie together that was good. It was fucking Perfect Blue. We saw a movie in theaters. That's what I'm saying. You said you've never seen a movie together after. Cinema Curse. There was no one in that movie that talked.
That's not true. There were 2 anime girls laughing behind us.
The 2 anime girls who were freaking out for the first time watching Perfect Blue. Yeah, I think that's a little better than kids talking about their high school drama.
Dude, motherfucker. I'm still upset you gave that movie 9 out of 10, even though it's a good score. It's a 10 out of 10. There's nothing wrong with that movie.
Perfect Blue?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with
what? Are you talking about my fucking, my fucking, what's it called? My
it.
letterbox?
On stream. Oh, yeah, and on Letterboxd. But that was just a goof.
Dude, yeah, you're
that,
right.
That
You're
movie's
right.
literally perfect.
Right.
It's a 10 out
not
of 10.
a 9 out of 10. It's like a 2 out of 10. You're right.
Shut the fuck up. You're such a fucking... It's like my 3rd favorite movie. That's why I'm defensive.
But
yeah.
I mean, that's the MCU.
MCU,
bro.
more like MCPU.
No, I'm being so for real though. I don't think I want to.
We're at the Star Wars stage. Apathy. We're done. I still haven't seen Andor.
At this point,
and I don't care to. And
there's
Ahsoka,
nothing.
I'm like, oh, cool. There was
only cool
stormtroopers.
part of Ahsoka is Anakin showing up.
I thought
That's
there were
because of
rumors
the
like,
phase.
holy shit, because there was this dude who wrote like this like fan thing for like how he would do Ahsoka, and it's like, yo, Anakin had 2 apprentices, Starkiller and Ahsoka. Imagine like there's a clone of Starkiller, and fucking like
Yeah, but Starkiller
was raised by but you can reintroduce him into the canon like they reintroduced Thrawn into the canon. Because those Thrawn books, those original Thrawn books...
But Thrawn's a villain in Rebels, so he's already in the canon of Star Wars.
That's what I'm saying. Just reintroduce Starkiller, but just say the games didn't exist is just how we're just going to introduce him.
How would you introduce him in the show?
Just how they introduced Thrawn in the show.
He's in Rebels. He's the villain of Rebels.
Right. He's the villain in Ahsoka. It's so easy. You don't have to make it complicated. Just be like,
yeah, but the problem with Starkiller is you don't want to make him like a villain or like a psychic.
10,000%. You make him a villain because it's literally like Anakin, his apprentice was Ahsoka. She was raised by Anakin's light side. Starkiller was raised by Anakin's dark side, aka Darth Vader. So you have these 2 clashing ideologies, but what they share in common is their experience with Anakin, just 2 different sides of Anakin. Like, wow, that's really interesting. It's like, how about we make Rebels season 5, but make it live action?
Yeah, because they have their own universe they're making.
Like, I don't want to watch all of Rebels. I fucking don't like that show at all.
You don't have to.
I tried to watch it.
You really don't have to.
No, I know. I can watch like the Clip Notes version, but I'm not going to do that for a show I already kind of don't care about. No, I love Ahsoka and Clone Wars.
You don't even have to fucking.
Nah, like, I heard if you like went in blind, it's like, wait, who are these people? Like, I don't know. I don't know who the fuck Ezra is. I don't know his deal. What the fuck is Ezra doing?
Sitting in a planet with a bunch of space whales.
Just chilling with some space whales.
Look,
it's Chopper, but not Tony Chopper. Instead, it's a stupid fucking droid.
I'm not gonna lie, Tony's my least favorite Straw Hat. Who's your least favorite Straw Hat? You know what? We should do a tier list. We should have done a tier list on One Piece arcs. That would have been so much more enjoyable.
I did do that once.
I would have liked talking about One Piece.
Yeah, but
That
you're not
shit's
caught up.
bad. I'm not caught up with the most recent arc. Gotta go fucking kill myself. I haven't seen the,
Yeah,
I haven't seen the most
you should.
I haven't seen
Do it in
the
Minecraft
latest
right
30
now.
chapters.
Jump off a building in Roblox, please. No, we should do a One Piece tier list. Maybe we'll do that after the VGAs.
Yeah, because Wano, dude.
Wano is awesome. Yeah.
So
You finished Wano, right?
yeah, I finished
Yeah.
Wano. I'm right on the new. I'm right.
We
at
should
the
get.
Island
We
arc.
should see if Leon wants to join because Leon's a huge. But if we have Leon join, it's gonna be like a 3-hour thing because he talks.
So do we. Look, we're at 2 hours.
Yeah, but he like when we did my
Oh,
tier
he's
list
like
on the
Leon.
channel.
He's
like,
just.
no, yeah, it's
I
just
guess
like
he talks a lot.
well, no, it's just like you know how we like kind of rush through like the beginning of Phase 1 movies in this.
Yeah.
We'd be like going through every single one and why like. What like going like doing a whole mini review when it's like no we just got to place these right now. No, but he's really. I mean, we'll invite him for sure. Just
No,
I'm just saying, be prepared. It's gonna be long.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, then
That's
let's do it.
fine.
I got some 5-hour energies. Fuck it, let's make it 5 hours.
Live stream should be long.
Yeah.
We're goobers and we do 2-hour streams. Not even.
All right, fuck it. Let's talk another hour.
Absolutely not. It's 10 o'clock. You definitely should go to bed because you wake up really early for work.
Dude, I'm used to it. I'm a machine at this point.
I'm a machine. I'm just another cog in the wheel.
But
just another cog.
overall, MCU. I mean, the overall, it was impressive for what it did. Now it's heading into a slump, and it's just.
Did you see that statistic that came out recently?
Hmm.
Not a single Disney movie
Made $1 billion.
made $1 billion.
Yeah. Dude, Wish is in 3rd place at the box office. Napoleon is beating Wish.
Yeah, because
That's fucking.
I mean, if everybody's getting
a
this,
rated R historical film is beating. Let me repeat, a fucking Disney movie.
yeah, but you brought up such a really good review. It's like softcore porn. People are gonna watch that.
I mean, it's true.
No,
It's for short kings everywhere. You can get pussy. It's possible.
not us tall broads. You know,
We're not tall. I'm 5'10".
That's pretty tall.
That is tall.
The average height in America, I think, is 5'8".
How tall are you?
I'm 5'11".
More like.
But I think you're taller than
9'11"
me,
or
so
Roblox.
I think you're taller than me, so I think it's like 5'10" as well. American
We are the world.
average height. The average height
That's female.
of
Where's
a
that?
man is 5'9".
Oh, okay.
So you're above average height.
You know where else I'm above average? In my knowledge and nerd wisdom. And my cock.
It's just the nerdum. dude.
No, it's the cock.
It's just the nerdum.
It's
But
the cock. I like
yeah, I'm gonna say this after we review Deadpool. I'm gonna be honest. It's gonna be like when you tried to hype me up about the Disney stuff.
Look
like
at Star Wars
years ago.
acolytes. Aren't you excited? Dude, JJ, I'm gonna be honest.
Like, I don't care about any of this stuff.
Yeah. And then I was just like, man, come on.
Just work with me, bro.
And then like
please.
literally after like looking at their recording now, I'm trying so hard. I'm like, yeah, man, like Mando. I haven't even watched.
I won't lie to you.
I haven't watched
feel
Mando
really-
season 3.
I haven't
just
either.
haven't watched.
I haven't either. I will say
I saw
do-
Lizzo and Jack Black. I'm like, I'm all right. I'm good.
I do apologize for ruining that stream.
No, the podcast is gone. I privated all those.
oh, you
It's done.
did?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
so I can erase all of whatever bad I might have said.
Them. You should re-download them, and we can put them as like a little like. We could put them as something in this channel called like legacy content. You know, like how they do like canon and legends. We can do like a canon and
Legacy,
legends. This is our
The
canon.
podcasts are not canon.
This is canon, and the podcast we did on your old
Remember
channel.
that fucking outdoor
Legacy.
podcast? Holy shit!
I hate
I
that you
heard-
deleted that, bro.
I heard all that audio. I'm like, I'm never. I'll finish this in like 3 years. You and Ronald were just talking into the mic.
Yes, that was the joke.
I was like, I fucking hate you all so much. That made me hate a lot of you.
It's so funny, dude.
Um,
Like I feel like yes, as an editor, I'd hate it, but as somebody who was a part of it, I love it.
I uploaded one part of it, well, privately.
Yeah.
That'll
Yeah.
never see the light of day.
If this channel blows up, We have a Patreon, and we get 100 Patreons.
No, because I'm sure we probably said some stupid shit. I didn't go back and.
We'd have to rewatch it first
But
to be 100% sure. Show.
I think it's mostly me too, so I can't do it. I might, you know what? If like people are like, what are these mysterious podcasts? Immediately, like if we ever get caught, I'm like, I'm fucking deleting it. They're gone. They're gone. Actually, they are gone because they're not on my hard drive anymore because my hard drive got fucked. So they're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're privated, so if I delete them off YouTube, they're gone forever.
Don't, please give
Dude,
it to me.
if I get any,
give me a link, please, so I can.
No, because what if you use it to cancel me? I can't do that.
I said shit in there too. Like, don't be stupid.
No way.
That stupid
No,
shit.
I'm riding or
You were
dying.
like chain smoking in that video, bro. You were like, I was like, who the fuck is this guy? This isn't JJ. Who the fuck is
the JJ Blaze?
So dumb.
Was I smoking in that?
Yes, you were smoking in the stream.
I was.
Or did you smoke after? I don't remember.
I think I smoked after or before, maybe. That's back when I smoked.
Chat, thank you all for watching. 2 white guys and a surprise third guest talk about the Marvel Universe online.
And the third guest, guess what? He was afraid to. We had Siku on here. We got some stuff.
No, but about the Marvel Universe specifically. I want to talk about.
Yeah.
I'm talking about in general. I'm talking
about.
Right
you were talking about in general.
Like right now.
Yeah.
You have 2 white guys.
Yeah.
Talking about the Marvel Universe.
And
surprise.
we know, Hollywood should listen to us.
Yeah, we should. We went to school.
Just
to
like
movies.
how Miyamoto listened to us. There's going to be a Zelda movie out. We predicted it.
That's the best part. We did predict.
The only thing is
we predicted.
We said
that
it was going to be
the
animated.
Movie.
No. I think I said in that one, Super Mario Galaxy would be next, and then a Zelda.
Okay.
So we didn't get 100%, but we got like 90% there.
All right, that's pretty good. We at least predicted a Zelda movie was going to come out.
Yeah.
But,
oh wow! Shocking revelation! One of the most popular gaming franchises after popularity of like video game movies actually being good. Wow! We really helped them.
I'm actually curious. Let's see this.
Let's
see this real quick.
The only unfortunate thing is the producer of a lot of those shitty Spider-Man movies is going to be producing this one. So if Tom Holland becomes Link, I'm done.
All right, list of the most popular, most profitable gaming franchises: Mario, Tetris. Yeah, because you can play it on any
Pokemon. Obviously, I can't wait for the Call of Duty game where you have to buy a like DLC ticket in order to experience the full movie.
Dude, that'd be.
What if they blur out the guns and you have to pay to see the guns in the
Call
movie?
of Duty makes sense though. They have so many fucking different.
Grand Theft Auto.
Only because of GTA 5.
Yeah, literally.
GTA 5 is half of this total.
FIFA, sport.
Makes sense.
Minecraft makes sense.
Let's see. Zelda.
Assassin's Creed. Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy above Sonic the Hedgehog?
Well, they also have 20 fucking games, dude.
I mean,
it makes sense.
All right. Well, fuck the Hedgehog. And I think Sonic created fairies. No, Lola Bunny did, but like Sonic was definitely.
All right, chat. With that, I think JJ needs to go home. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Next week.
You won't stop me from exposing the furry agenda of this nation. You won't. The furry agenda is real.